Chapter 1257. After all, this was the Great Void Stage. Lin Xian had killed a Great Void Stage expert, and had accumulated so much experience previously. It was reasonable for him to advance to a 5-star Heavenly Venerable. Whoosh! Lin Xian rushed down. Destruction Law. Boom boom boom. All the creatures within sight were instantly killed. Morongyu looked at Lin Xian. You advanced again? Lin Xian nodded. Yes, I killed a Great Void Stage expert. Morongyu. She was stunned. It's very trashy. Morongyu did not know what to say. A 4-star Heavenly Venerable killed a Great Void Stage expert, and then said it was very trashy? Sorry to disturb. Wang Xintong also advanced there. They had been stuck at the 10-star domain realm for a long time. It was normal for them to advance. Domain? Morongyu asked Lin Xian. Lin Xian nodded. Yes, domain. She knew that Lin Xian's laws were creation and destruction. The creation law could increase one's power, but it was not to the extent that Lin Xian could kill a Great Void Stage expert in such a short time. The only possibility was Lin Xian still had a very powerful domain. Ling Ying stood up. I'm a Heavenly Venerable now. Her beautiful eyes shone brightly. The difference between a Heavenly Venerable and a domain shocked her. Congratulations, Lin Xian said with a smile. Wang Xintong also stood up with a look of disbelief. I'm also a Heavenly Venerable now. Then shouldn't we go and have a good meal? Lin Xian said with a smile. Yes. Wang Xintong was probably the one who felt like it was a lifetime ago. Her talent was not very high. Although she was in the intermediate class in Tianhua Academy, she never thought that she would advance to the Heavenly Venerable realm in such a short time. The Heavenly Venerable realm was almost equivalent to standing at the peak of the continent. Moreover, their age was right there. Other than the people from the Martial Arts Academy, how many people could become celestial masters in their 20s? Take a rest. This area should have been cleared out. Lin Xian said. All right. Lin Xian also needed to rest, because he had just used up a lot of his spiritual energy. In this kind of place, it was best to maintain a relatively perfect state to fight. Otherwise it would be too dangerous. And at this moment, one power after another silently poured into Changfeng City. That's right, the reinforcements sent by the 9th Fei God Temple had finally arrived. Their most direct target was Lin Xian. This was because even though Lin Xian wasn't a very important enemy to the demon race, he was still more important to the demon race compared to the nameless people here. The 4 of them found a relatively quiet and clean place to sit down. Lin Xian took out some delicious food and then ate. Although they didn't need to eat much after reaching the Heavenly Venerable realm, it had to be said that although they wouldn't be hungry, they would be tired after fighting non-stop. Food could still replenish their physical strength. I heard that there are 3 forces in Changfeng City. One of them seems to be the one we destroyed. After all, there's a great virtual realm cultivator, so it should be true. There are 2 more, should we go? Ling Ying looked at Lin Xian and asked. Lin Xian, I don't even know where they are and what race are they? Ling Ying said. One of the branches of the Netherworld Flaming Lion clan is also here. Netherworld Flaming Lion. Lin Xian raised his eyebrows. This Netherworld Flaming Lion was much more powerful. Let's go take a look later. Okay. At this moment, boom. A terrifying force bombarded over. In the next moment, the place they were at was directly destroyed and burned with flames. Fortunately, Lin Xian reacted quickly and brought them away with the space attribute. F***CK. Lin Xian looked at the person in front of him. A monster beast that transformed into a human was basically a Heavenly Venerable. This was because only those with very high bloodline could transform into a human form, and basically, they would retain some characteristics of a monster beast even after transforming into a human form. This was a woman. Finally found it. The woman licked her scarlet lips and looked at Lin Xian. Her eyes were filled with greed, as if she wanted to swallow Lin Xian whole. Lin Xian glanced at her. F***CK. 3-star Heavenly Venerable Realm? No, 3-star Heavenly Venerable Realm. Why the F***CK, are you pretending to be a tyrant? Lin Xian said. And boom. In the next moment, one of her arms exploded. A scream spread far and wide. Boom. Another arm exploded. Lin Xian scratched his head. F***ck. When he came over, he felt that she was a king and thought that she was very awesome. Then, he took a look and found her to be a 3-star heavenly venerable? What kind of trash are you? Then, Lin Xian disappeared from the spot and appeared behind her, killing her instantly with a sword. That's it. That's it. Lin Xian looked at the woman who had turned into a corpse with a heartless expression. That's it. However, Lin Xian was really amazed by how terrifying the laws were. This law was the same as the creation law. One might not feel much when one's realm was low, but once one's realm was high, one would realize F***ck. So invincible. That's right. Lin Xian killed a 3-star heavenly venerable realm monster venerable without much effort. F***ck. What ability is this? Ling Ying walked over and looked at Lin Xian in shock. Lin Xian smiled and said, "Call me daddy and I'll tell you." Scram! Ling Ying rolled his eyes. But did you hear what she said just now? Morongyu walked over with a frown. And Wang Xintong said. She said she finally found. Who is she looking for? Lin Xian frowned and tried to recall. This woman was looking for them, which meant that she was looking for one of the 4 of them. Who was the most likely? F***ck. It must be him. It can't be, right? She can't be. Someone from the Monster God Temple, right? Lin Xian said in shock. The Monster God Temple definitely hated him. The Monster God Temple? What should we do? Morongyu frowned. I don't know who they are, but we can't run away. Lin Xian rubbed his chin. Whoosh. At this moment, figures appeared around them one by one. The 4 of them quickly became vigilant. They gripped their spirit artifacts tightly and stared at them. Heavenly Venerables, Heavenly Venerables, Heavenly Venerables. There were a total of 25 people, and all of them were Heavenly Venerables. The lowest was a 1-star Heavenly Venerable, but the highest was a 10-star Heavenly Venerable. The 4 of them were surrounded by more than 20 Heavenly Venerables. Ah! Lin Xian snorted. Looks like they came prepared. Lin Xian glanced coldly in front of him. Sister. A man saw the woman's corpse on the ground and stared at Lin Xian viciously. I want you dead. Arg. In the next instant he roared and turned into a fiery red lion. Lin Xian. This was troublesome. Chapter 1258. The 4 of them clenched their weapons tightly. To be honest, whether it was Morongyu, Ling Ying, Lin Xian, or Wang Xintong, none of them had encountered such a situation before. They were surrounded by 25 heavenly venerables. Lin Xian clenched his fists. Roar! The fiery red lion roared and pounced toward Lin Xian. Lin Xian checked and found that this bee was a 5-star heavenly venerable, the same as him. Looks like I have to take a gamble. Lin Xian's aura surged. Realm reduction domain. In the next instant, Lin Xian released his own domain. Everyone, except for his allies, had their realms reduced by 3 stars. Some even fell from the heavenly venerable realm to the domain realm. Destruction law. In the next instant, Lin Xian released the destruction law at his limit. Puff. Boom. A total of 10 figures, including the fiery red lion, were all killed instantly. Ling Ying and Wang Xintong were shocked. Lin Xian staggered backward. What? What kind of power is this? The others were shocked. Ling Ying hurriedly supported Lin Xian. Lin Xian hurriedly swallowed a pill. Quick! Go! Go! Lin Xian's move had displayed an extremely terrifying and unimaginable power, instantly killing 10 of the 25 heavenly venerables. The fiery red lion that had charged over was also killed, but they still didn't have any chance of victory in this situation. However, it had to be said that the destruction law was unimaginably terrifying. This was not a kind of power that was released. In front of the destruction law, you were like data that had no time to react. Then this data was wiped out. This was the most terrifying part of the destruction law. Lin Xian also realized that the destruction law had a miraculous effect when combined with his realm reduction domain. Morongyu released her space attribute, and the 4 of them disappeared. Why didn't Lin Xian release his space attribute, but instinctively used the destruction law? Lin Xian felt that they were coming for him. They must know that he had the space attribute, so there must be a space attribute demon beast among them that could stop them. Yes, there was. Then the demon beast released its space attribute to pull them back, but found that, WDNMD, his realm did not suppress them. He could not do it. It was mainly because he was still in the domain of realm reduction just now. Otherwise, he could have given it a try. However, he released it too quickly. If he had been a little slower, he wouldn't have been able to lock onto their position. Therefore, it was Lin Xian who saved everyone's lives. Actually, there was another great heavenly venerable realm space attribute. F*CK. They don't have any space attribute experts? Lin Xian asked in confusion. The few of them appeared in an abandoned apartment. Morongyu looked at Lin Xian. Don't forget, they don't have any great heavenly venerables. Lin Xian. I forgot. I'm used to it. Lin Xian rubbed his forehead helplessly. He was really used to being targeted by such experts, and then being imprisoned by a space attribute expert. But now that he thought about it, they were heavenly venerables. They were not the domain realm from before. They're here for you. Linging looked at Lin Xian and said. Lin Xian nodded. Maybe damn. Dozens of heavenly venerables. They probably didn't expect me to advance to the 5-star heavenly venerable realm in such a short time. What kind of power did you use just now? How did you instantly kill 10 heavenly venerables? Linging asked in shock. Call me daddy and I'll tell you. Linging rolled his eyes. La, Lin Xian said. Linging. Wasn't this 2F** king scary? But now that we've been targeted, they definitely won't just send out heavenly venerables. There must be great heavenly venerables. Moreover, if such experts hide and look for us, we can't do anything. Morongyu said with a frown. Actually, as long as we don't encounter great heavenly venerables, everything is fine. Lin Xian said. After all, he had killed great heavenly venerables before. Morongyu was also very smart. She knew that Lin Xian's power just now had definitely emptied his spiritual power. If they didn't choose to escape, Lin Xian would have no combat power, and they would be in danger. Lin Xian sat there and recovered his spiritual power. Linging said, Actually, I can find them. Huh. Linging then took out his phone. When I slipped away just now, I left a detector on one of them. Then he looked at the phone. The red dot on the phone was that person. Lin Xian opened his eyes, and there was a flash of ruthlessness in his eyes. Since they're looking for us, we'll take the initiative to kill them. They looked at Lin Xian. So crazy. My domain can restrict their cultivation level to 3 stars. There are still 15 of them left. Under my domain, it's not impossible to fight. And everyone has the ability to fight beyond their cultivation level. Are you serious? Lin Xian gritted his teeth. Damn it, the demon god temple came looking for me as soon as I came out. This time, I'll make sure they don't leave. Little Yingying, contact the others and see if they're heavenly venerables. Linging nodded. Lin Xian continued to recover his spiritual power. Morongyu glanced at Lin Xian. To be honest, this Lin Xian was the craziest person she had ever seen. There were 4 of them. 3 of them were 1-star heavenly venerables, and 1 was 5-star heavenly venerables. Even if some of them had advanced to heavenly venerables, they would only be 1-star heavenly venerables. A few 1-star heavenly venerables against a dozen demon venerables who were at least 4-star heavenly venerables. Anyone who heard this news would go crazy. But she was very excited, because she wanted to do the same. It was just that she didn't dare to say it out loud. Yes, they all had the ability to fight beyond their cultivation level. This was the most important thing. Moreover, they didn't need to kill them. They could just wait for Lin Xian to kill them. They just needed to delay him. When the time comes, all of you will be around me. I have a domain around me that can reduce the opponent's cultivation level by 3 stars. Actually, Wang Xintong whispered. Huh. Then, Wang Xintong said, my domain can raise everyone's cultivation level by 2 stars. Lin Xian. Wow. Sis, you should have said so earlier. Lin Xian revealed a look of pleasant surprise. That means it can only be raised at the Heavenly Venerables realm. I reckon that when we reach the Great Void realm, or the Heavenly Tao realm, It can only be raised by 1 star. That's still a very powerful domain. If I lower it by 3 stars and you raise it by 2 stars, that's a 5-star gap. What's there to be afraid of? Once my spiritual power recovers, I'll make them die. Lin Xian clenched his fists. F***K Grass Tower. Then Linging said, Xinyue is rushing over. Yuhan is also rushing over. Chapter 1259. Ling Ying's meaning was clear. Xiao Xinyue and Wu Yuhan had both become heavenly venerables. Then, our storm team will make the demon god temple feel despair. Lin Xian sneered. After that, Xiao Xinyue and Wu Yuhan came over one after another. Han Qixue also came over. After chatting for a while, they more or less knew what to do. Just like the others, they were stunned for a moment. A few low-level heavenly venerables went to look for more than a dozen higher-level heavenly venerables. However, when they heard about Lin Xian and Wang Xintong's domains, they said they had to go. Damn it! How could they let the demon god temple continue to be so arrogant? Lin Xian's spiritual force had also recovered. I'll be in charge of the main attack. Little Xinyue, Little Qixue, and Morong Yu will be in charge of protection and control. Xintong will be in charge of interference. Ling Ying and Xiao Yu will fight if they can. If they can't, just stall for time. Why can't we fight when they're 3 stars lower, and we're 2 stars higher? Ling Ying rolled his eyes. Alright, then let's go find them. Then the 7 of them walked out. Over there. Ling Ying pointed at the rooftop of a tall building. At the same time, someone on the rooftop looked at them. They're here. There are 7 of them. Whoosh! Suddenly Lin Xian, Morong Yu, Ling Ying, and Wu Yuhan disappeared. In the next moment, the 4 of them appeared in 4 different directions. Lin Xian glanced at them. His luck was pretty good. He had caught a powerful one. 8 stars heavenly venerables. Domain. In the next moment, Lin Xian released his domain. Fixed shadow. Double fixed shadow. Dark cage. Double dark cage. Ice prison. Ling Ying and Wu Yuhan's dual control forcefully landed on him. Whoosh! Ling Ying and Wu Yuhan began their fierce attacks. Lin Xian summoned his saint sword. Just one? Eat shit. Lin Xian's lightning flickered. Extreme thunder sky flash. Boom. Chi. Then Lin Xian slashed out again. Ah. That person didn't even have a chance to resist. He was killed by the 4 people's sharp slashes without any fancy moves. So powerful. Wang Xintong looked up at the scene with her mouth slightly agape. It is indeed very powerful. Xiao Xinyue nodded. Han Qixue was also helpless. She had no choice. She wanted to rush up as well, but there were 2 people in the space and 2 in the dark. They were naturally the fastest. Then, the 4 of them landed beside them again. He's here. Lin Xian's expression changed. So. Figures appeared one after another beside them. How did they become so strong? A red-haired man looked at the person beside him. They're all in the heavenly venerable realm. This martial arts academy is indeed something. Everyone release your power. Don't underestimate the enemy. Yes. In the next instant, the entire night was lit up by all kinds of power. The power of more than 10 heavenly venerables erupted at the same time. How terrifying was that? Xintong. They're here. Amplification realm. In the next instant, everyone's realm increased by 2 stars. Realm reduction realm. Lin Xian released his power at the same time. The gap between them instantly shortened by 5 stars. Some of them even had a higher realm than the other. Let's start the battle. Then the 7 of them began to fight the 14 of them. 5 Thunder Celestial Phenomenon. Thunder surging heavens. Lin Xian rushed over and grabbed a person. That person was covered in fire, and was struck to death by Lin Xian. You're courting death. Space lock. He sealed Wang Xintong there alone. So then he held his sword and rushed toward Wang Xintong. Holy light illumination. Suddenly, a burst of golden light shone in his eyes. At the same time, Lin Xian appeared behind him. Space right? Lin Xian held the holy sword with both hands and stabbed down, piercing through his body. Destruction law. Before that person could even get up, his injured hands were destroyed by the law of destruction. Following that, Lin Xian chopped off his head with a single slash. Piercing cold. Han Chuxue faced two opponents. Although she kept retreating, there was definitely not much of a problem. In an instant, the two of them were eroded by the cold power. Although they broke free in an instant, but little Chuxue, use another martial technique. Okay. 1,000 miles ice seal. Then the cold power rushed toward the two people in front. Creation law. The two of them were not so easily frozen. But Lin Xian's creation law could not only create more power for his martial technique, why couldn't it help others? Under the amplification of Lin Xian's creation law, Han Chuxue's cold power instantly froze the two people in front of her. Whoosh whoosh. At the same time, Wu Yuhan and Linging broke free from their opponents and rushed over. Chi. With a flash of cold light, the two heavenly venerables were dealt with. The coordination between them was quite impressive. It was really impressive. They were all heavenly venerables. The power they could unleash was too strong, but they did not have time to do so. The initiative was completely in the hands of these 7 people. Courting death. Touch of death. In an instant, countless dark tentacles rushed toward them. It was extremely terrifying. Destruction law. The next moment, those tentacles seemed to have gone soft. That's right. It was not that the other party could not release a big move, but Lin Xian's destruction law could forcefully destroy the other party's demonic technique. How could one fight against that? Lin Xian alone was the main attacker, the teammates' amplification, and the teammates' protection. There was no other way. With 2 laws in his own highest realm, he should be the one. 1,000 icicles. Xiao Xingyue condensed a powerful icicle and rushed toward that person. Creation law. That person tried to block it, then suddenly realized, what the F***ck? How did she suddenly become so much stronger? Puff, a mouthful of blood spurted out. His chest was penetrated and nailed to the ground. Explode. Boom. Following that, the icicle turned into countless small ice crystals and pierced his body full of holes. Running. Lin Xian looked at the 2 people who were trying to escape. Fixed image. Fixed image. Wu Yuhan and Linging released their powers at the same time. Frost cage. At the same time, Han Chuxue and Xiao Xingyue released their frost power. Whoosh. Lin Xian rushed over. 5 thunder celestial phenomenon. Lin Xian grabbed 2 frost cages with both hands. Lightning flashed. Ah! Lin Xian then retracted his hands. Awesome. Exciting. Lin Xian heaved a sigh of relief. Although his spiritual power consumption was huge, there was not much left now. But he had to admit that it was really F***king exciting. Isn't your law too powerful? Linging came over and said in surprise. It's all right. Lin Xian smiled. I want to continue fighting like this even now. It's so awesome. My spiritual power consumption is quite high. If I come again at this time, it won't be so easy. Lin Xian said. At this moment, a bolt of lightning lit up the darkness in the void and fell toward them. Morongyu reacted quickly. She immediately released her space attribute and distanced herself from it. When the dust settled, a huge pit dozens of meters wide appeared. You're quite capable. A woman appeared behind them. Space lock. Then 2 old men appeared in front of them. 3. Virtuous realm. Chapter 1260. Lin Xian was stunned. What the F***ck? Did he jinx it? Great Void Stage. These 3 were at the Great Void Stage. Moreover, they were at the Great Void Stage. They were different from the previous Great Void Stage. He didn't even know how many stars they were at the Great Void Stage. The 7 of them instantly leaned back to back. Lin Xian didn't hesitate and took 2 spirit recovery pills without any delay. Stall for time. He had to stall for time. He didn't have enough spiritual energy to fight with them. If he could recover his spiritual energy, he could still fight. He had to stall for time. Demon God Temple? Lin Xian took the initiative to stand up and look at the 3 of them. This martial arts academy is indeed something. In such a short time, a group of domain realm cultivators actually advanced to the heavenly venerable realm. This person even advanced to the 5-star heavenly venerable realm. His speed is terrifying. The woman licked her scarlet lips and looked at Lin Xian. It was as if she wanted to eat Lin Xian bite by bite. Stall for time. Lin Xian should be able to recover more than half of his spiritual energy in 5 minutes. Because of this spirit recovery pill. But could he stall for 5 minutes? Old ghost, leave this person to me. I want to eat him bite by bite. He must be very delicious. The woman looked at an old man and pointed at Lin Xian. Humph. Up to you. V6. What beautiful beauties. The other old man's eyes flickered. Lin Xian then said, Are you from the 9th Demon God Temple? Oh. Looks like you know something. Old ghost stared at Lin Xian. Lin Xian heaved a long sigh of relief. As long as they answered him, Lin Xian was confident that he could stall for time. And the most important thing was that they answered him. It meant that in their eyes, they were definitely going to die. That's right. These 3 people were very conceited. Even though they had accomplished a heaven-defying feat, in the eyes of the 3 great Void Realm experts, 6 1-star Heavenly Venerables and 1 5-star Heavenly Venerables could be easily killed by any one of them, let alone the 3 of them. This was indeed a normal mentality. Moreover, they had the spatial seal released by the Great Void Stage. How could they escape? The only thing they had to worry about was the masters from the Martial Arts Academy discovering this place. Isn't the 9th Demon God Temple's Demon God already dead? The 9th Demon God Palace was still there. Another Demon God has taken over? Lin Xian snorted coldly. The other girls didn't say anything. They knew that Lin Xian didn't have much spiritual energy left because Lin Xian just said that they were all very smart. They knew what Lin Xian was doing. He was recovering his spiritual energy. Lin Xian was the strongest among them. If Lin Xian's spiritual energy wasn't enough, they wouldn't have any chance to fight back. Hey, you know quite a lot. Old ghost snorted coldly. So, you guys are targeting me specifically. Lin Xian shrugged. You think too highly of yourself. Oh. Lin Xian raised his eyebrows. Then, since you guys aren't targeting me on purpose, can you guys look for someone else first, and then me? Leave me a way out. Lin Xian said. Ha ha ha, you're dreaming. Let's do it. Old ghost couldn't be bothered to say anything more. Lin Xian frowned. How about this? The 3 of you are all masters of the Great Void Stage, right? If it really doesn't work, you can send one of you to fight with us. This will give us some confidence, and at least give us a slight chance of winning. Don't you want to see ants struggling before death? Lin Xian said. There was no other way. He had to think of all the words he could say to stall for time. Ha ha ha. The woman laughed out loud. Don't make a move. Let this sovereign face them alone. To be honest, it was very difficult to fight. Why? Because there was a space. And it was a space that could crush them. What was the only point of prayer now? That was that this space attribute woman's realm was below 3 stars of the Great Void Stage. Because as long as she was below 3 stars of the Great Void Stage, then her realm would be suppressed to the Sky Venerable Realm by Lin Xian. Even if she was at 10 stars of the Sky Venerable Realm, Lin Xian wouldn't be afraid of her. Space was really too strong. But Lin Xian's purity and proficiency was definitely not something she could compare to. As long as her realm was suppressed to the Sky Venerable Realm by Lin Xian, then Lin Xian would have a way. Lin Xian shrugged his shoulders and asked, Pretty big sister. I wonder if you'll spare my life if I offer myself to you? Ha ha ha. That's possible, but thinking about it carefully, I might be at a disadvantage. So it's still not possible. The woman laughed coquettishly. Then, I wonder what realm beautiful sister is at. 2 stars of the Great Void Stage, lowly ant. No matter how you try to trick me, it's useless. Do you think you can win if you know my realm? The woman sneered. Lin Xian breathed a sigh of relief. It should be true. She didn't need to hide her realm in this kind of sure-kill situation. Then, as long as he suppressed her and let Wang Xintong raise her realm, a 7-star Sky Venerable Realm against a 10-star Sky Venerable Realm, this woman would definitely lose. But there was one thing that was very important. Lin Xian must kill her before the 2 Great Void Stage experts beside her could react. In this way, they could instantly relax by half. That's right. Once the woman in this space died, they would definitely relax by half. Because the space was too strong. Don't waste time. It's time to make a move. That old ghost said. It's very simple. A space explosion will kill them all. What are you afraid of? The woman said confidently. Yes, she was indeed confident. Those in the Great Void stage, including those in the Heavenly Venerable Realm, would not even know how they died. But she definitely underestimated Lin Xian. Or rather, they were so conceited that they didn't even think about how more than 20 Heavenly Venerables died in the hands of the 7 of them. One move. Lin Xian must directly kill this woman in one move. She couldn't react in time. As long as this woman was gone, Lin Xian and the others wouldn't even need to fight with the 2 Great Void stage experts. Murong Yu's space power could directly send them away and wait for their spiritual power to recover. So they must seize the opportunity. Xintong. Understood. Wang Xintong activated her domain and increased everyone's realm. Is it useful to increase your realm? The woman sneered. I'll do it myself. Lin Xian said. Shua. In the next instant, Lin Xian took out his sacred sword. Saint-level weapon. No wonder you could kill those Heavenly Venerables. But this saint-level weapon is mine. The woman's eyes were filled with greed. A saint-level weapon. This was a saint-level weapon. Shua. In the next instant, she appeared directly in front of Lin Xian. Realm reduction domain. What? Creation law power exchange space seal. Myriad thunder heavenly prison. Chapter 1261. This should be Lin Xian going all out, right? In any case, he had already killed the previous Great Void stage. This time this woman wouldn't die? Normally she would die. After being strengthened by Wang Xintong, Lin Xian had the strength of a 7 stars Heavenly Venerable. After being weakened by Lin Xian, this woman was only a 9 stars Heavenly Venerable. Although the difference of 2 stars was huge, it definitely wasn't that big. At the same time, Lin Xian created a law to directly strengthen himself. Space seal sealed this woman. A 7 stars sealing a 9 stars. In addition, Lin Xian's space attribute was definitely powerful, so this woman definitely couldn't break through in an instant. Then, he used a divine lightning martial technique, purple heavenly lightning. She wouldn't die? Boom, the 2 forces collided. Lin Xian's last spiritual power used the destruction law to destroy some of the power released by this woman. Plop. After that, the charred corpse of a woman fell to the ground. Everyone. That's right. They were completely dumbfounded. Lin Xian's girls were also dumbfounded. She died just like that? No, Lin Xian had no problem fighting across realms as a Heavenly Venerable, but his opponent was a Great Void stage. How could a Great Void stage be able to fight across realms as a Heavenly Venerable? Oh right, Lin Xian's domain was very abnormal. That's right. Lin Xian's domain was much more perverse than he had imagined. What was the most important thing? A domain that ignored realms. Even if you're the Heavenly Tao, you have to lower your realm for me. Lin Xian's aura was rising. 6 stars Heavenly Venerable. It was normal for him to be able to advance because before this, he had already killed many Heavenly Venerables. Now that he killed a Great Void stage expert, it couldn't be more normal for him to advance. The other 2 Great Void stage experts were dumbfounded. What the hell? A Great Void stage expert was their companion, and a space attribute 1 at that. She was insta-killed just like that. Let's go. Whoosh. In the next instant, Morongyu released her space attribute power, and everyone disappeared on the spot. What do we do? Old Black looked at his teammates in confusion. To be honest, he was a little scared. Their companions in the Great Virtual Stage were all dead. What could they do? Should we continue to kill them? The other man clenched his fists. Right at this moment, Morongyu and Lin Xian suddenly appeared behind them. As for the feeling, he felt the sudden appearance of the aura, but he couldn't react in time. Damn it, those people just ran away. Why did they suddenly come back? How could you think of that? Even if he died, he wouldn't have thought of this. Hello, I'll give you guys a big treasure. Bang. Lin Xian then gave a flying kick, and the blue energy from the void killing eyes, which was the size of several people, shot towards them. What? The 2 of them turned around at the same time, and subconsciously released their powers to block the attack. In the next instant, The power of the void-killing eyes pierced through the power they had released. It pierced through their arms, their bodies, and penetrated deep into the ground. Instant kill. Morongyu was confused. That was right. Morongyu was stunned again. Whoosh. Lin Xian landed on the ground and staggered, then fell into Morongyu's arms. Are you okay? Morongyu supported Lin Xian worriedly. Lin Xian rubbed his face against her chest. I'm dizzy. Morongyu's face was red. Then she let go of Lin Xian, and Lin Xian fell to the ground with a plop. What kind of move is this? The visual impact isn't that big, but the penetrative power is something I've never seen before. Morongyu looked at the ground that had been penetrated, then looked at Lin Xian in shock. The defensive power of the Great Virtual Stage was actually useless. That was the Great Virtual Stage. This time, Morongyu saw that Lin Xian didn't release his domain at all. That was pure power of the Heavenly Venerable Stage. Without any fancy tricks, he killed 2 Great Virtual Stage powerhouses in an instant. This was too fake. Call me daddy and I'll tell you. Lin Xian grinned. F***CK. How could he forget about this void-killing eye? If he had remembered earlier, he would have used it long ago. However, it was true that he had to kill that Great Virtual Stage woman before he could use it. The spatial attribute of the Great Virtual Stage was really too strong. Morongyu rolled her eyes. Go back and rest. There shouldn't be any more Great Virtual Stage powerhouses. She was also very helpless. However, he was truly shocked. This Lin Xian had killed Virtuous Realm experts just like that. And 3 of them at that. Morongyu was a proud daughter of heaven, but she increasingly felt that she couldn't compare to Lin Xian at all. Not to mention this, even her cultivation level had already been crushed by Lin Xian. Lin Xian might even become the youngest Great Virtual Stage powerhouse. In any case, Lin Xian's realm must be the highest in the Martial Arts Academy. In such a short time, his Heavenly Venerable Stage had risen by several stars. Duan Lingxiao was probably only 2 or 3 stars in his Heavenly Venerable Stage, right? Let's go. Then the 2 disappeared on the spot. Whoosh! The girls then surrounded Lin Xian. How is it? They're all dead. Lin Xian said with a smile. The girls. This was too exaggerated. This Lin Xian was getting more and more exaggerated. F***CK. What kind of ability is that? Lingying came over and pinched Lin Xian's face. Go away, don't touch me. Lin Xian rolled his eyes. TCH, do I care? I'm starving. I just got some food, but before I could eat, I was attacked. Lin Xian rubbed his stomach. Then Han Chuxue took out a pile of delicious food and everyone gathered together. There shouldn't be any enemies this time, right? Xiao Xingyue asked. Who knows? Who knows how many people came? Speaking of which, Lin Xian, why are you being targeted by the Monster God Temple? Wang Xintong asked, puzzled. The other girls all looked at Lin Xian. This was indeed unexpected. Most importantly, Lin Xian was not so strong before this. How could he make the Monster God Temple send out dozens of heavenly venerables and great void experts? If not for the fact that Lin Xian was truly powerful, they would definitely be dead by now. It's a long story. Forget it, there's nothing to say. Let's not talk about it. Let's eat. After eating, the few of them were still together. Why the hell? Because no one knew if the Monster God Temple still existed. Was that the group just now the only one or the first? Just like that, another 3 days passed. They had already stayed here for more than 5 days. In these 3 days, Lin Xian did not make any progress in his cultivation. After all, he was already a 6 stars heavenly venerable. Even if he killed many domain realm monsters, Lin Xian would not be able to make any progress in a short time. He would probably be stuck in this realm for a long time. Lin Xian would not be able to make any progress in a short time unless he went to the other side and fought many heavenly venerables and great void experts. The other girls were more or less starting to break through to the 2 stars heavenly venerable realm. Then another 3 days passed by. Chapter 1262. Lin Xian and Morongyu did not participate in the first operation in Tianhua City, so they did not know how long it would take. Last time, they were outside Tianhua City for half a month. This time, It would take at least half a month. How big was the city? It was unimaginably big. Inside and outside the city, there were demonic beasts everywhere. As members of the martial arts academy, they just wandered around aimlessly and killed any demonic beasts they encountered. Half a month later, plop, Lin Xian lay on the ground, gasping for breath. The girls beside him were also sitting there, barbecuing meat. I say, you brought barbecued wings when you went out. You're amazing. Lin Xian glanced at Xiao Xinyue. Xiao Xinyue said, I can freeze it, and I can barbecue it whenever I want with a lighter. The smell can even attract demonic beasts. Plus, isn't it better than vegetarian food? Amazing, amazing. I admire you. Lin Xian cupped his fists. They had been together for half a month. Lin Xian's 6-star cultivation level did not increase, but the girls had all reached the 2-star heavenly venerable realm. This was also very normal. After half a month of leveling up, they didn't even know how many demon beast hordes they had encountered. Longwind City was basically empty, but there were still the areas outside the city or between the various counties. There were too many of these places, and there were also a lot of demon beasts in these places. It should be about time, right? Lin Xian took a bite of the barbecued wing Xiao Xinyue passed to him. He had witnessed Wu Yuhan's transformation in this half a month. Perhaps after flirting with her, she would turn into the cold Wu Yuhan in the blink of an eye, scaring Lin Xian half to death. And it should be about time. This time it was a big harvest. Not only did I advance to the heavenly venerable realm, I'm almost at the 3-star heavenly venerable realm. Murong Yu let out a long breath. Look at you, your beard has grown a circle. Ling Ying glanced at Lin Xian and said. Lin Xian touched the corner of his mouth. After more than 10 days of fighting, he had not shaved. How could it not be long? This seemed to be one of the few times these girls could remember seeing Lin Xian with a stubble. It seemed not bad. Can you blame me? Lin Xian shrugged his shoulders. Along the way, they met Xue and Xue. However, they were not together. Lin Xian could guess the reason. They were worried that they would attract enemies. After all, they were subordinates of Yi Renbing. I wonder how many people from the Martial God Institute will die this time. Wang Xintong said. There should be some this time. Xue. They Xianxians no Xianzas. It Xue's not. Let's go 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 go. Go. Murong Yu glanced at her phone and stood up. A few hours later, they arrived outside Changfeng City. Nebula cars were waiting for them. Are you all in the celestial venerable stage? Luo Xiu glanced at Lin Xian and the others. Yes. They nodded. Good. Let's go back to the academy. Take a shower and rest. We'll have a meeting tomorrow. Okay. Then they returned to the martial arts academy. Lin Xian did not take advantage of any of the girls. He was tired. He went to his place, took a shower, and went to sleep. He slept all the way until dawn. Lin Xian yawned and stood up. Then he went to the martial arts academy. At this moment, all the students were already here. How many stars are you in the celestial venerable stage? Zhuge Feng saw Lin Xian and greeted him with a smile. Guess. 3 stars? Lin Xian smiled. Too low. Zhuge Feng. Wait, how many people did Lin Xian kill in half a month? That's too exaggerated, right? Lin Xian glanced around. Some familiar faces were there. About an hour later, everyone was gathered. Cough cough. Luo Xiu coughed and glanced at everyone. First of all, I want to announce a piece of good news. After half a month of hard work, Changfeng City has been taken back by us humans. The 3 major forces have already stationed their troops in Changfeng City. At the same time, Tianhua City has already gathered hundreds of thousands of citizens to clean up. Tianhua City may reopen in the next 6 months. Lin Xian let out a long sigh. It seemed easy, but that was because the demon race did not really defend it. Even if Tianhua City reopened, how many people would dare to live there in such a short time? If the demon race wanted to, they could spend less effort to take back Changfeng City and Tianhua City. It all depended on the demon race's actions. However, the war between the human race and the demon race was coming soon. However, the establishment of the Martial Arts Academy was indeed very impressive. There were tens of thousands of domain realm cultivators, and the rest were all heavenly venerables, and they were all geniuses. With such a force entering Tianhua City and Changfeng City, their combat power was unimaginable. Luo Xiu continued. The operation in Changfeng City this time was a very successful operation. According to some reliable news, the Demon God Temple was also mobilized this time. What? Hearing Luo Xiu's words, everyone was shocked. The Demon God Temple was mobilized? Why didn't they encounter it? Dozens of heavenly venerables and 3 great void stage cultivators were dispatched, but they were all killed. And they, including the great void stage cultivators, all died in the hands of our martial arts academy students. Luo Xiu said. Everyone. Luo Xiu's words caused an uproar. It was fine for you to fight heavenly venerables, but why did you kill 3 great void stage cultivators? Who did it? They all guessed. Then there's the bad news. Luo Xiu glanced at everyone and said, in the operation in Changfeng City this time, our 20,000 people have lost 14 outstanding students in the end. They are also from the Martial Arts Academy, heroes of the human race. They won't sacrifice their lives in vain. Well, that's all I want to say. I hope everyone can remember it. In addition, many people in the Martial Arts Academy have advanced to heavenly venerables in this operation. This is very good news. There should be no less than 100 heavenly venerables in the Martial Arts Academy. Everyone continue to work hard. Then let's adjourn now. The Martial Arts Academy is on vacation for half a month. Everyone, enjoy yourselves. His words instantly drew cheers from the crowd. One had to know that since the establishment of the Martial Arts Academy, it had only been on vacation twice. The first time was for 1 day, and the second time was for 5 days after clearing Tianhua City. This time it was for half a month. They were simply overjoyed. Back to Lin'an City. Ling Ying and the others came to Lin Xian's side and said, let's go. We've been relaxing for a while. I've also reached heavenly venerables. It's time to relax. After Lin Xian finished speaking, he suddenly thought of Linya. When he thought of Linya, Lin Xian sighed. Now Lin Xian wanted Zhao Mingyue to make a move as soon as possible. As long as she made a move, Lin Xian would have a way to kill her. Find her trace. Chapter 1263. It was another night of ecstasy. The next morning, Lin Xian opened his eyes. The 2 beautiful girls beside him were still sleeping soundly. Who? Lin Xian took a deep breath and stretched. This woke the 2 girls up. Bastard. Ling Ying kicked Lin Xian. Lin Xian flew off the bed. Damn. What are you doing? What do you think I'm doing? Lin Xian scratched his head. Wow. He didn't provoke them. What was Ling Ying angry about? Last night that bastard smelled so bad. It was obvious that he used it not long ago. They played together last night, so he definitely didn't use it. When did he use it? He must have used it with Bing Lingyue before coming to their room. Ah, Bing Lingyue had fallen for him? This was nothing. They knew it. What was most infuriating was that he should have taken a shower. Even if he didn't want to, he should have washed it first. Damn it. Damn it. Lin Xian then crawled onto the bed. You haven't woken up yet. Continue sleeping. Get lost. It was almost noon when they walked out. Bing Lingyue had also just woken up and was making lunch. I'm cooking. It's almost done. Bing Lingyue then said. Thank you, Sister Lingyue. Ling Ying said and then looked at Bing Lingyue. Such a beautiful and noble woman. How could she be taken by Lin Xian? Chuxue. This Lin Xian said that he would let Sister Lingyue stay here. He is obviously lying. Ling Ying whispered to Han Chuxue. Han Chuxue nodded in agreement. To be honest, they were both daughters of the 8 great families in Tiandu. They were so outstanding and beautiful with so many suitors. However, the 2 of them served Lin Xian together. This Lin Xian had other women outside. How to say it? If it was in the past, how could they tolerate it? But now instead he was angry. She wanted to bite Lin Xian to death, not leave him. Perhaps they all knew what was going on. In fact, perhaps every girl around Lin Xian knew what was going on. How many beautiful girls do you think Lin Xian has around him? There should be at least a dozen of them, right? Let's not talk about other things. Even if they weren't boyfriend and girlfriend as his girlfriends, when they saw that Lin Xian had so many beautiful girls around him, and that he was on such good terms with them, what would they subconsciously think? She was also Lin Xian's girlfriend over time. I'm used to it. Lin Xian couldn't be said to be very handsome or charming, but he was able to do something that many people couldn't do. He was able to make the girls around him willingly accept and tolerate everything. In fact, it was mainly because of his shamelessness and the girls' tolerance. It was the girls who really liked him, who asked them to like a scumbag. Where are we going today? Ling Ying asked. Anything is fine. Sister Bing, do you want to come along? Bing Lingyue said. I'll pass. You guys go ahead. Half a month later. That's right, another half a month had passed. In this half a month, Lin Xian spent time with the girls. Lu Yufan Yi Yi and Xian Miao Xiao Miao, Zhao Yunqi and Ling Ying. When he was free, he would go and see Xiao Linglong, Little Shishir and the others. Then Yi Runbing's baby was about to be born. Lin Xian was with Xiao Linglong and the others. A month had passed. Little Shishir had grown up by another month. It was a visible change. How many more days? Lin Xian looked at Yi Runbing and asked. I went to see the doctor. He said there's still a dozen more days before the due date. Lin Xian rubbed her big belly. During this period of time, Yi Runbing had obtained an unprecedented amount of peace. She felt that it was quite good. Don't give birth to another one as naughty as you. Lin Xian glanced at Little Shishir and reached out his hand. As expected, she bit him with one bite. Little Shishir's naughtiness is just like yours, Yi Runbing said. Ling Longshui nodded. Is there still no news from your sister? Ling Longshui then asked. I received a message from her a few days ago, Lin Xian said. What? Lin Xian. She might have found an opportunity to log into her QQ account using someone else's phone. Then she sent a message to my QQ account saying, I'm fine. That was indeed the case. At noon 7 days ago, Lin Xian received such a message. When he received this message, how should he put it? Lin Xian had been worried the entire time. After receiving it, he was still worried, but he felt much better. She might be opening one demon god seal after another during this period of time. According to what you said, she probably obtained something that recorded the exact locations of the 12 sealed demon gods. Ling Longshui said. Yeah, that's the biggest headache. I know what they're doing, but I can't find them. I have no clue at all. Lin Xian sighed. Don't worry. Lin Xian nodded. Yeah, I know. I just feel like she's been wronged. Of course she's been wronged. Ling Longshui nodded. I think it won't be long before that stupid woman appears. Lin Xian clenched his fists. That idiotic woman was incredibly arrogant, especially when she said that she would be invincible after obtaining some power. Of course, she was indeed sinister. However, Lin Xian swore that the next time he met her, he would definitely kill her. This was because Lin Xian had already prepared a spatial sealing crystal that Ling Longshui had given him. When the time came, he might not have enough spatial powers, but with this crystal, even if Zhao Mingyue had a way to escape, Lin Xian would not let her escape. After that, Lin Xian went to the Art Pavilion Corporation. The Art Pavilion Corporation had already begun purchasing various places in Lin and City, and was beginning to turn it into their territory. As for Bai Xianxian, many experts had come. That's right, they were all attracted by the attribute-increasing potions. The temptation was even greater than they imagined. How terrifying was it? Lin Xian roughly understood. There were 2 Heavenly Dao Realm experts, 63 Great Void Realm experts, and 579 Heavenly Dao Realm experts. These were the experts attracted by the potions. Furthermore, it was not over yet. Every day, there would be many experts coming from all over the continent. As for who could stay and how loyal they were, Lin Xian believed that Bai Xianxian could handle it well. Lin Xian was just about to visit Bai Xianxian when he received a message on his phone. It was from Wu Yuhan. Lin Xian's brows twitched slightly. This was interesting. Wu Yuhan sent him a message? This was the first time in his life. The content of the message was very simple. The evil fiend Hall wants to take action against you, Lin Xian. Lin Xian did not even know which Wu Yuhan's personality was. The evil fiend Hall wanted to take action against him for a long time. Lin Xian was not surprised. However, why would Wu Yuhan tell him this? Then Lin Xian went to the coffee shop that he had made an appointment with Wu Yuhan. Wu Yuhan, who was wearing a beige coat, was sitting there. Lin Xian took a glance. It was the cold Wu Yuhan. Lin Xian sat down. How did you know? Lin Xian asked. Chapter 1264. Wu Yuhan's words were ridiculous. Therefore, Lin Xian believed that there must be a secret behind this. Wu Yuhan raised her head and looked at Lin Xian with her beautiful eyes. This was the cold Wu Yuhan. If it was the charming Wu Yuhan, Lin Xian might not believe her words. However, this cold Wu Yuhan disdained to lie. She was too lazy to even say a word. How could she joke about this? Wu Yuhan then said, "Actually." After saying that, she frowned slightly. Then she lowered her head and shook it. When she raised her head again, Lin Xian noticed that her eyes had changed. She had clearly become another Wu Yuhan. The corner of Wu Yuhan's mouth rose slightly. Okay. Since this little sister wants to tell you, I'll tell you." Lin Xian scratched his head. "Big sister, tell me." Lin Xian was confused. "What can you tell me?" Wu Yuhan then laughed and took a sip of coffee. She then said indifferently, "Actually, I'm a member of the Evil Fiend Temple." Lin Xian. Okay. Lin Xian was confused. But how should he put it? Maybe it was reasonable? It couldn't be said that it was reasonable. Because in an organization like the Evil Fiend Temple, you really couldn't be sure if someone around you was a member. Maybe an old man selling egg pancakes was a member of the Evil Fiend Temple. And then? Lin Xian looked at Wu Yuhan and asked doubtfully, how should he put it? Although it was a little surprising, since this Wu Yuhan was the target of the mission, it proved that she had a good character. The girls who triggered this mission were all good. Even if she was a member of the Evil Fiend Temple, Lin Xian didn't think that there would be a big problem. Moreover, she might have looked for him to explain something. And then, Wu Yuhan played with a strand of her hair and smiled at Lin Xian. And then, I was sent by the Evil Fiend Temple to plot against you. Lin Xian, fine. Lin Xian hadn't expected this. It can't be, big sister. You plotted against me? Lin Xian touched the tip of his nose. Since he said something like that, it should be true. Well, I can't say that it was a plot. The mission I received was to bring you to the Evil Fiend Temple, no matter what method I used. Lin Xian scratched his head. And then? Then there was no chance. Wu Yuhan shrugged helplessly. Lin Xian, you disappeared for half a year not long after you entered the martial arts academy. When you came back, I was no match for you. What could I do? Lin Xian. Thinking about it, it made sense. It's mainly because my younger sister has been trying to stop it. Sigh. Wu Yuhan took another sip of coffee. Little sister, stop him? Lin Xian frowned. Then, it could be understood that Wu Yuhan's split personalities were extremely serious. It could really be understood as two souls. Each soul dominated the body and could do different things. However, the other soul inherited the memories. Sometimes these two souls would even fight for control of the body. What she meant was that joining the Evil Fiend Hall was merely the intention of the older sister, Wu Yuhan, and the younger sister, the cold personality, Wu Yuhan, did not want to join. Then, the Evil Fiend Hall might have given her a final ultimatum. And the two personalities had a conflict. Wow. He didn't expect that the cold Wu Yuhan would protect him in the end. Sob, 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 he was so touched. Yes, then what do you think I can do? Wu Yuhan shrugged helplessly. Then what do you mean now? Lin Xian looked at Wu Yuhan and asked. What do I mean now? Isn't it very clear? Lin Xian touched the tip of his nose. All right, then bring me to the Evil Fiend Temple. Wu Yuhan glanced at Lin Xian again. What do you mean? I want to know if the Evil Fiend Temple you're in is just a small branch of the Evil Fiend Temple or... Wu Yuhan thought for a moment and said, it can't be said to be the biggest main temple in the Evil Fiend Temple. But it's not just a small branch. The Evil Fiend Temple has a main temple. I've never seen this main temple before. Under the main temple, There are 5 branches of the Evil Fiend Temple called the Metal, Wood, Water, Fire, and Earth Temples. These 5 branches are in charge of the 5 continents. Under these 5 branches, there might be a small branch in every city. Lin Xian. To be honest, he and everyone on the continent knew that the Evil Fiend Temple was spread out widely. However, they didn't expect it to be so big. In every city and every empire. However, the Evil Fiend Temple would always be the Evil Fiend Temple. It would never be able to become an existence on the level of the 3 major forces. This was because the number of people couldn't compare. A force that could only be in the dark. How big could one expect such a force to grow? Of course, there was a reason why the Evil Fiend Temple could grow so big. The Evil Fiend Temple had captured the dark side of human nature. Then you are. I'm one of the 5 members of the Evil Fiend Temple. I'm one of the members of the Evil Fiend Temple in China. Lin Xian. Big sister, who are you? Where did you get to? Lin Xian opened his mouth. Wu Yuhan smiled and said, It's nothing. I'm beautiful, and a qualified elder of the Evil Fiend Temple took a fancy to me. Then you were F***ed? Wu Yuhan. No, my sister killed him a long time ago. Lin Xian. Very valiant. You won't be discovered? Yes, but no one knows who did it. I'll still be a member of the Evil Fiend Temple. Wu Yuhan said. Lin Xian muttered to himself. Metal, wood, water, fire, and earth were just the names of the 5 branches of the Evil Fiend Temple in the 5 empires. Regardless of whether you were from the Evil Fiend Temple or the Evil Fiend Temple, they were all Evil Fiend Temples. However, my sister didn't agree to do anything to you, and insisted on telling you. Since I've already told you, I have no choice but to tell you the truth, right? Lin Xian looked at her. I always thought that the most difficult person to deal with was your cold personality. I didn't expect it to be you. No, I'm not difficult to deal with. Didn't I tell you obediently? Wu Yuhan winked at Lin Xian flirtatiously. TSK, if I wasn't smart, I would have been tricked by you. Oh, you're smart. Then did you realize it before? Lin Xian touched the tip of his nose awkwardly. To be honest, Lin Xian was not wary of Wu Yuhan at all, because the system had triggered the mission for her. Fortunately, the cold Wu Yuhan stood out. No, I'm puzzled. Why did you join the Evil Fiend Temple? Wu Yuhan stirred her coffee and said, For fun. Lin Xian. Chapter 1265. Alright. This was indeed more in line with Wu Yuhan's style. The Evil Fiend Hall does whatever they want. I quite like it. That means you've killed a lot of innocent people? Wu Yuhan glanced at Lin Xian. I don't think so. Let me think. Actually, I'm not really innocent. Then as she swayed her hair she said, Think about it. If I went out with some people to farm monsters, or if I met some people who were farming monsters, with my devastatingly beautiful face, they would easily be lustful, and then I would kill them. That's nothing, right? Lin Xian. This woman was quite smart. Alright, then do me a favor. Lin Xian then said, I have a huge grudge with the Evil Fiend Hall. Take me to the Evil Fiend Hall in China. Wu Yuhan shook her head. Are you going to die? Of course not. I have someone behind me. Lin Xian said. Wu Yuhan shook her head again. Actually, I've never been there either. Lin Xian. Wow. Woman, can you be more reliable? Wu Yuhan giggled. I've really never been there. I've only been in contact with some people there. However, I don't know the exact location of the headquarters. Lin Xian scratched his head. However, although I don't know the location of the Evil Fiend Hall, I do know the location of the Evil Fiend Hall in Linen City. Lin Xian's eyes lit up. This Zhao Mengyue was from the Evil Fiend Hall. Then, do you know anyone from the Evil Fiend Hall in Linen City? Wu Yuhan nodded. I know quite a lot. Do you know a woman called Zhao Mengyue? Wu Yuhan thought for a moment, and then shook her head. What do I need you for? Little brother, I'm not your subordinate. Lin Xian smiled bitterly. However, even if you have a grudge with the Evil Fiend Hall, the Evil Fiend Hall is not something that can be defeated easily. Let's not talk about the main hall of the Evil Fiend Hall first. Among the 5 Evil Fiend Halls of the Metal, Wood, Water, Fire and Earth Fiend Halls, Who knows how many great void stage experts there are? Not to mention the celestial venerables. The number of law domains is simply unimaginable. This was also within Lin Xian's expectations. The 7 elders of the evil god Fire Hall are all at the absolute void realm. Do you dare to fight them? Lin Xian expressed, why wouldn't I? Let this young master's wife do it, and I'll wipe them all out with a wave of my hand. I've even heard that the evil fiend hall's main hall's hall master, and not just the hall master, is at the heavenly Tao realm. To be honest, it's quite terrifying. Lin Xian nodded. If this evil divine palace was not powerful, how could they have existed in the 3 great forces for so many years in the human territory? Where is the evil shrine in Linan City? Lin Xian asked. Liao family. Wu Yuhan said. Lin Xian frowned slightly. Liao family? Lin Xian still had some impression of the Liao family. The Liao family's younger brother, Liao Zhibang, was killed by him. The Artxian Group's Artxian building was also bought from the Liao family. The Liao family was actually the headquarters of the Evil Fiend Hall in Linan City? The so-called headquarters is actually a place that only some of the more important people know about and can enter. Most of the members of the Evil Fiend Hall don't have any offline organizations. They only contact each other online, and usually don't contact each other. Wu Yuhan said. The Liao family is also part of the Evil Fiend Hall? Of course. However, the Liao family can't make the decision. The Liao family is also a dog. Then who makes the decision? Lin Xian asked curiously. You've seen her before. I've seen her before. Lin Xian frowned. It couldn't be another old acquaintance, right? You've seen a woman in Tianhua City's Tianhua Academy. Wu Yuhan said. Lin Xian. It's her. Lin Xian still remembered that she was scared away by Linglong Shui. So it was her. Heavenly Venerable Realm. Wu Yuhan nodded. It's the Heavenly Venerable Realm, but it's definitely much stronger. I heard that the Evil Fiend Hall in Linan City has changed recently. How did it change? I'm not sure about the details, but it seems like it has changed hands. Change hands? Yes, this is a small matter. The Evil Fiend Hall won't care about the situation of a certain Evil Fiend Hall in a city, because even the boss of the Evil Fiend Hall doesn't know the bigger secret of the Evil Fiend Hall. Even the hall master of the Evil Fiend Hall in Lin and City doesn't know the location of the Evil Fiend Hall. They can only contact an elder of the Evil Fiend Hall. Lin Xian nodded. This was reasonable. The terrifying thing about the Evil Fiend Hall was that their information was hidden. This was also why the 3 major forces were helpless against the Evil Fiend Hall for so many years. They couldn't find them at all. They must have done a good job of keeping this a secret. Then they're in the Liao family. Wu Yuhan said. The Liao family's people, a security guard of the Liao family, the Liao family's nanny and so on. They could all be from the Evil Fiend Hall. The people in the Liao family's company are also from the Evil Fiend Hall. Lin Xian. Grass Tower. You're not lying to me, right? Wu Yuhan smiled and said. You can choose. When the time comes, just follow anyone, and you should know. Lin Xian. Are you going? You want to go? Lin Xian nodded. Up to you. I'm not going. Wu Yuhan then stood up. Why? I'm still a member of the Evil Fiend Hall. If I go over and help you beat up those people from the Evil Fiend Hall, who will pass you some information about the Evil Fiend Hall in the future. Don't you think so? Wu Yuhan smiled at Lin Xian like a vixen. You've made me very touched. Just take it as compensation for your original thoughts. If you want to thank someone, thank my sister. Then, Wu Yuhan moved closer to Lin Xian's ear and whispered, watch a movie with me at 10 tonight. I'll let you *CK my sister at night. Deal? Lin Xian. Your sister is also you. It's different. I'll wait for you. Wu Yuhan finished speaking and walked out. Lin Xian touched the tip of his nose. Something was wrong. No matter what this woman said, Lin Xian suspected that she had other intentions. It was very scary. He couldn't see through this vixen. That's not right. I keep feeling that she doesn't have a split personality. Instead, she really has 2 souls. Lin Xian frowned. Anyway, this feeling was very strange. Wasn't the split personality too exaggerated? After Wu Yuhan walked out, her gaze instantly changed. It turned into the cold gaze of Wu Yuhan. How dare you? Wu Yuhan gritted her teeth and muttered to herself. You don't dare? I'm you and you're me. Do you think I don't know what you're thinking? You care so much about this Lin Xian. Doesn't that mean you like him? Since you're too embarrassed to say it, let me help you. After a few seconds she said, Get out of my body. Hey. How can you talk to me like that? I'm going to be unhappy. Wu Yuhan gritted her teeth. That's right. She didn't have a split personality. She really had two souls. As for the reason, only Wu Yuhan knew. Chapter 1266. Lin Xian walked out while smoking. He was thinking about how to get to the Liao family. The people in the Liao family's company were all members of the Evil Fiend Temple in Linen City. No wonder you couldn't find the Evil Fiend Temple's hideout. They didn't set up any secret base at all. They just openly worked and lived in front of everyone. And then when they were free, they would kill humans at night. Tell me, how could the three major forces find them? But if Lin Xian wanted to make a move, he would need evidence, right? How could the Evil Fiend Temple have any evidence? So, if Lin Xian wanted to make a move, he might need to open a back door. Then Lin Xian went to the Yixian group. What? Morong Qing was working in the office. She was really busy now. She had to deal with business matters and various acquisitions. It was so annoying. Bastard Lin Xian. She inexplicably felt that she had become Lin Xian's manager. Make money. She didn't lack money. Then why was she so willing to help him manage the company and make money? Drunk. Lin Xian grinned and went to Morong Qing's side. Beautiful sister, let me tell you something. I also want to tell you something. Lin Xian nodded. You go first. The Yixian Group is acquiring a large number of properties in Linen City, companies, and so on. It's going smoothly at the moment. But the Liao family is a bit difficult to deal with. Morong Qing looked at Lin Xian and said, Liao family? Lin Xian was just about to talk about the Liao family when they popped up. Morong Qing then said, The Liao family is now the richest family in Lin and City other than our Yixian Group. Their family assets exceed hundreds of billions. Adding their fixed assets, it should add up to more than 800 billion. Lin Xian also roughly understood why the Liao family was developing so well. Damn! That was because the Evil Fiend Temple was supporting them from behind. Their development was definitely good. And then, Morong Qing said, Then the Liao family doesn't support the acquisition because most of their industries are not in Linen City. So our Art Xian Group is not very good and can threaten them. Now that Tianhua City and Changfeng City have been occupied by the human race, the housing prices in Linen City have plummeted, so we have to acquire it quickly. Let's just buy it then, Lin Xian said. That might cost tens of billions, and we won't be able to recoup our capital. Morong Qing said. Then let's just kill them all, Lin Xian said. Morong Qing was speechless. What nonsense are you spouting? Morong Qing rolled her eyes. Lin Xian leaned over and hugged Morong Qing. Morong Qing quickly pushed him away. I say, you're getting bolder and bolder. You're already taking advantage of me so unscrupulously. Morong Qing glared at Lin Xian. Isn't that because you're beautiful? Lin Xian grinned. Morong Qing's mission had been in the past for too long, but Lin Xian really couldn't find a way to pursue her. My niece is even more beautiful. Her eyes and hair are sky blue. She's very beautiful. You can have ideas about her. Morong Qing said. Lin Xian coughed dryly. How could he just have ideas about her? He already had her in his hands. She didn't agree to be his girlfriend, but Lin Xian felt that there shouldn't be any problem. Even God was helping him pursue Morong Yu. She's not as beautiful as you. She's really far from you. Her temperament is not something she can compare to. Lin Xian said. Morong Qing was speechless. How good did a person have to be at telling lies to be able to say this sentence without blushing? Their temperaments were very good, but their temperaments were different. Anyway, Lin Xian's words were nonsense. Okay, I'll tell Morong Yu when the time comes. Lin Xian was speechless. I guess with your level of lecherousness, you must have taken a fancy to my niece. Once you tell her, will you still pursue her? Morong Qing laughed. I'll tell her then. Lin Xian shrugged. Morong Qing took out her phone and opened Morong Yu's friends list. I'll really tell her. Tell her then. Lin Xian didn't believe that this girl couldn't win him over when they were already at this level. Morong Qing then edited a sentence. Lin Xian said you're ugly, and showed it to Lin Xian. I'll send it. Lin Xian was speechless. Send it. Oh wow, I'll really send it. Send it. Morong Qing then sent a message. Lin Xian touched the tip of his nose. Soon Morong Yu replied. I got it. Morong Qing smiled and waved her phone at Lin Xian. Lin Xian was speechless. Ahem, let's talk about something else. It's about the Liao family. Lin Xian changed the topic. Ha. Lin Xian then said. Some people say that the Liao family's company is the headquarters of the evil fiend temple in Linan City. Morong Qing frowned and looked at Lin Xian. You can't talk about this kind of thing. I believe it. Lin Xian shrugged. Do you have evidence? Lin Xian shook his head. Not yet. These people from the Evil Divine Palace will have the Evil Divine Palace's command medallion on them. Of course, only those with a little bit of status will have it. If we can find this Evil Divine Palace's command medallion, then we can convict them. Lin Xian rubbed his chin. How do we find it? I don't know either. This kind of thing that will die once it's discovered must be hidden, in an extremely hidden place. It probably won't even be placed in the space ring. Morong Qing said. Lin Xian thought for a moment. It could be in some secret mechanism. Anyway, he didn't know. Do you want to take a look? Lin Xian asked. Morong Qing looked at Lin Xian. You mean, we can use the name of acquiring their company to go to their company and take a good look? Lin Xian laughed. Okay. Wait a minute, I'll look for something. Morong Qing then ran out and walked in after a while. What are you looking for? Morong Qing then took out a few miniature listening devices. I've installed more than a dozen listening devices in his company. I don't believe that I won't be able to eavesdrop on anything. And this listening device is anti-interference. Morong Qing said. They believed that they might have done something. But could they think of anyone suspecting that they were from the Evil Fiend Temple? Difficult. F***CK. Why didn't I think of that? Lin Xian's eyes lit up. If this is true, then you've done a great deed. Morong Qing said. Lin Xian smiled. You'll know more about it in the future. Morong Qing looked at Lin Xian curiously. Let's go. She sorted out some information, and then went to the Liao group with Lin Xian. Morong Qing would definitely choose to believe Lin Xian's words. No matter where she heard the news from, she believed in Lin Xian. Director Liao, Morong Qing and Lin Xian from the Yixian group have come to our company. A beautiful woman beside Liao Jian bowed and said. Lin Xian. Liao Jian trembled with anger when he heard the name. What are they doing here? Acquiring the Liao group. Let them come. Chapter 1267. Lin Xian and Morong Qing arrived at the Liao group. As for Morong Qing, she had left a very small listening device in the elevator, and even casually and unintentionally left behind some employees' desks. Lin Xian had his eye of spiritual insight open the entire time. He was checking if there were any hidden mechanisms in the company that ordinary people couldn't see. So far, he hadn't found any. However, because martial artists didn't release their spiritual energy, you wouldn't know what realm they were at. It was very easy for them to pretend to be an ordinary person, or someone whose realm wasn't high. You wouldn't be able to tell. However, Lin Xian had his eye of spiritual insight, so he could directly see their realms. As expected, the realms of everyone here weren't low. The lowest was close to the mysterious heaven realm. Even some of the young ladies were at this realm. Was this normal for a company like this? Of course not. Therefore, Lin Xian was basically certain that this was the Evil Fiend Temple. Soon they arrived upstairs. Director Liao has been waiting for you two inside for a long time. A beautiful woman bowed slightly and said, Thank you. Then, the two pushed open the door and walked in. Liao Jian was pouring tea. Ha ha ha, Miss Morong, young Master Lin, welcome, welcome. Liao Jian smiled and stood up to greet them. Morong Qing smiled and said, Director Liao is really living a comfortable life. Ha ha ha, of course I'll be more comfortable after earning money. However, no matter how much money I earn, it can't be compared to young Master Lin and Miss Morong. Your days are much more comfortable than mine. Sit. Then the two sat opposite him. Liao Jian personally poured tea for them. Lin Xian checked. La realm. Not domain realm. This Liao Jian wasn't very strong, but he was definitely someone who knew a little more about the evil fiend temple in Linen City. Why have the two of you come to my company this time? Liao Jian asked with a smile. Morong Qing put the listening device under the chair she was sitting on, and then said with a smile, "It's like this. I have discussed with Mr. Liao before. It's about the acquisition of your company." Liao Jian laughed. "Ha ha ha, Miss Morong, young Master Lin. This matter is really not easy to handle. You know that the Liao Group is my root. If the Liao Group is acquired, I will indeed get a large sum of money. But if I lose my roots, this is really not easy to handle. In fact, under normal circumstances, they would be overjoyed to acquire Liao Jian. To be honest, he was panicking in Linen City, because he didn't know when Linen City would fall. Even if Tianhua City and Changfeng City got it back, so what? As long as the demon race wanted to make a move, the two cities that had not yet stabilized could be taken away in an instant. Then Linen City would once again become the target of public criticism. Linen City could easily fall into enemy hands. He also wanted to take the money and run. However, there was nothing he could do. His company was a stronghold that the Evil Fiend Hall had planted in Linen City. If he agreed, how could the Evil Fiend Hall agree? Our Yixin Group is willing to offer a higher price. Director Liao, take a look. Morong Qing then pushed the contract over. She didn't come here this time to acquire the Liao Group. It was very simple. As long as there was evidence that the Liao Group was a nest of the Evil Fiend Hall in Linen City, they could get the Liao Group without spending any money. Liao Jiang glanced at the contract. F***CK. Wasn't this Yixin Group too rich? They could even offer this amount of money? Awesome. However, although he was very tempted, he couldn't agree. Miss Morong, young Master Lin, this matter really can't be done. Liao Jian pushed the contract back. Morong Qing also believed that the Liao Group was a nest of the Evil Fiend Hall. Why? You don't even agree to this price? Then you must be up to something. The price she offered was simply too high. Either you buy it or I'll test you. The results of this test were revealed. Now she was basically suspecting this place. What she lacked was only evidence. Lin Xian smiled and said, "Young Master Liao, why don't you agree? This price is already very high. Moreover, Linen City isn't a good place. Once the human race and the demon race fight, Linen City will be too dangerous. By then many people will have to move away. This price is absolutely tempting." Liao Jian pushed up his glasses and said with a smile, "Young Master Lin, everyone knows about this. You know about it, I know about it, and even ordinary people know about it. But young Master Lin, the Art Xian Group is also in Linen City. Now the Art Xian Group is buying a large number of companies in Linen City." Liao Jian then took a sip of tea and said with a smile, "Young Master Lin, isn't the Yixin Group paying a lot more than me? Since it's so dangerous, the Yixin Group still spent so much effort and money to acquire Linen City. Aren't they afraid that Linen City will be attacked?" Director Liao, you're really something. Yes. If the Yixin Group dares to do this, then I'll definitely have no problem under the protection of the Yixin Group. Right? Yixin Group, young Master Lin, you're not worried that the entire Linen City will be attacked, and the Yixin Group will go bankrupt instantly. Then I have even less to worry about, right? Liao Jian smiled. Lin Xian then asked, "Is it impossible to increase the price?" Liao Jian shook his head. "It's not impossible. I really don't want to sell. Then the Yixin Group can only buy the Liao Group by force," Lin Xian said ruthlessly. Sure enough, Liao Jian's expression changed when he said this. The Yixin Group had the capital. If they bought it by force, the Liao Group would still be gone. But he had to discuss this matter with the Evil Fiend Temple. If the Yixin Group bought it by force, this place would be gone. The Evil Fiend Temple wouldn't blame him, right? Blame him for not telling them in advance? No. Young Master Lin, you can't do this, right? Lin Xian said. The Liao family owns 35% of the shares in the Liao Group. I believe that the Yixian Group can definitely buy back 65% of the market with sincerity and a higher price. At that time, we'll be the real shareholders of the Liao Group and have the absolute right to speak. Does Director Liao think this is difficult for our Yixian Group? Hee, young Master Lin, you don't have to be so ruthless, right? We've discussed it with Director Liao. There's no other way. This is the business world. Director Liao should know better since you're in the business world, right? Lin Xian smiled. He wanted to see what Liao Jian would do. Ahem. Liao Jian then coughed dryly and said, "How about this? Can the two of you give me 2 days to consider? It's such a big matter. I have to think about it again, right? I'll give the two of you an answer within 2 days. The two of you can't be so anxious that you can't wait for 2 days, right?" Chapter 1268. Liao Jian needed to discuss this matter with the evil fiend shrine. He had no other choice. As long as he discussed it, even if the Liao Group was forcefully acquired, it would have nothing to do with him. However, if he did not even have the chance to speak and let the evil fiend shrine make a decision, then with the way the evil fiend shrine did things, he would no longer have any value. Then it would be very dangerous. Lin Xian smiled. All right, for 2 days. We also hope to be friends with Chairman Liao, but we don't want to fall out with Chairman Liao, right? Then Lin Xian stood up. Then, we'll visit again next time. Goodbye. Then Lin Xian and Morong Qing walked out. Lin Xian also saw something. That's right. It was a hidden compartment. There was a very small hidden compartment behind the wall. Such a small hidden compartment was probably the size of a book, or a few cards. It could also be the evil fiend shrine's token. In any case, Lin Xian remembered it in his heart. Liao Jian stood in front of the glass and watched the two of them walk out of the Liao Group building before taking out his phone. Beautiful sister, is your listening device installed? Lin Xian asked. Morong Qing said, "It was installed as soon as I sat down. I don't know if it will be discovered." Lin Xian rubbed his chin. Morong Qing shook her head. "It shouldn't be. No matter how suspicious he is, he won't think that we're going to plant a listening device this time. Because our goal is very clear, which is to acquire the Liao Group. Moreover, the Yixian Group has been acquiring other companies and enterprises. There's nothing wrong with what we're doing. He won't be suspicious." Lin Xian nodded. Then, Morong Qing handed Lin Xian a headset. "Listen to it. I'll now switch the channel to the listening device in his office." Morong Yu said. Indeed, Liao Jian really didn't suspect anything. Everyone in the Liao family's building seemed to be employees. But in reality, they were all people from the evil fiend shrine. Moreover, they were either the Liao family's trusted aides, or people from the evil fiend shrine in Lin City. As for the other members of the evil fiend shrine, who were relatively ordinary, they had no idea that the Liao clan group was the headquarters of the evil fiend shrine in Lin City. They had no right to know. Only when a person gained the trust of the evil fiend temple would they know. Liao Jian was indeed the person in charge of the evil fiend temple in Lin City. Of course, he was only an ordinary person in charge. There was an even more powerful group of evil fiend temple members above him, who were only in charge of Lin City. However, they were not in the Liao family building. In other words, the evil fiend temple in Lin City actually had two headquarters. One was the Liao Group, and the other was a place where people who were even more powerful than the Liao Group stayed. Simply put, the members of the evil fiend temple in a city could be divided into 3 groups. The first group was the ordinary members. They knew that they were members of the evil fiend temple, but they didn't know where the headquarters was. They could only contact someone. The second group was Liao Jian and the others. They knew where the headquarters was, but they still had superiors in Lin City. They were considered core members, and each of them had taken a poison pill. What was the effect? Once they said anything about the evil fiend temple, they would die suddenly. The third group was the people above Liao Jian in Lin City. They might all be in the domain realm, or the Empyrean realm. Liao Jian and the others only contacted them. They were the members of the evil fiend temple, who truly controlled the city. The people below them were all tools. Zhao Mengyue was a member of this third group. In Lin Xian's memory, the Empyrean Realm woman from the Evil Fiend Temple in the Tianhua Academy was also a member of this group. No one knew that the members of the third group of Evil Fiend Temple were already under Zhao Mengyue's control. Of course, it was only a partial control. There were definitely many people who had not been controlled, such as women. Lin Xian and Morongqing sat in a cafe. They could hear the sound of footsteps. It was obvious that Liao Jian was very impatient. Why didn't you pick up the phone? Liao Jian scratched his head and kept pacing. He made the third call before the other side picked up. What's the matter? A woman's voice came from inside. B-boss. Liao Jian hurriedly said. Lin Xian and Morongqing raised their eyebrows. There was indeed something. Liao Jian was the boss of the Liao family. Even if he called the Liao family, he would not call them boss. So this was him calling the higher-ups. I say, your equipment is not good. Why can't I hear the voice on the phone? Lin Xian said. Morongqing. Are you poisonous? I didn't put a bug on his phone. Morongqing rolled her eyes. She'll listen. Liao Jian then said. Boss, the Art Pavilion Group is coming to buy the Liao Group. Isn't it fine if you don't give it to them? I just said that if the Liao Group does not give it to them, they will forcefully buy the shares of the Liao Group on the market. The other side was silent for a while. Lin and City is more important to the Evil Fiend Temple. The Liao Group cannot be bought. That voice said. Unfortunately, Lin Xian and the others could not hear this voice. What were they waiting for? They were waiting for Liao Jian to say the words Evil Fiend Temple, because they were also recording. Then what should we do? The Liao Group will buy the shares on the market. We can't let them buy it. Liao Jian frowned. But I'm afraid the Liao Group doesn't have enough funds. Even if they buy it back and hold all the shares in their hands, the Liao Group may go bankrupt in a short period of time. Don't worry about this. The Evil Fiend Temple will pay for it. The woman said. As long as you are loyal to the Evil Fiend Temple, the Evil Fiend Temple will not treat you badly. The Liao Group has also made a lot of money for the Evil Fiend Temple. This can still be helped. However, when the time comes, the shares will be in the hands of the Evil Fiend Temple. Understood. The Evil Fiend Temple spent money to buy the shares of the Liao Group. Naturally, it will belong to the Evil Fiend Temple. Be careful. The Art Pavilion Group is not simple. Then that voice hung up. Lin Xian wants to buy the Liao Group. I want to see if you have the ability to kill my brother. I will make you pay a heavy price. Liao Jian snorted coldly. Lin Xian and Morongqing looked at each other. You killed his brother? Lin Xian touched the tip of his nose. That's because he wanted to kill me. That's why I killed him. Morongqing then said. It doesn't matter. We've got the evidence now. Lin Xian then said. But there are still people above him. We can't do anything now. We have to think of a way to wipe out the people above him. Chapter 1269. If they made a move against them now, they could make a move, because Liao Jian's words had already been exposed. Moreover, they had also recorded the recording. They could directly rush over to block it and convict it. There was no way to defend themselves. However, if he did that, he would be alerting the enemy. Moreover, everyone knew that the members of the Evil Fiend Temple, who knew a little about things, had all taken poison pills. Once they wanted to say something, they would instantly die. Therefore, the real headquarters of the Evil Fiend Temple in Lin and City might not be so easy to find. All the clues had been cut off. Why not take advantage of this opportunity to wipe them all out? If the Evil Fiend Temple was wiped out, Lin and City would be Lin Xian's territory. There would be no need to worry about anything else. But even so, why were there still so many people joining the Evil Fiend Temple? That was the temptation of strength. As a member of the Evil Fiend Temple, I could be unscrupulous in the dark. Moreover, I could climb up. In the future, I would have such a large force as my backer. Why not? As long as I wasn't caught. Wouldn't I never say anything about the Evil Fiend Temple? Morongqing thought for a moment and then said, I reckon that with the cautiousness of the Evil Fiend Temple, even if they did something, they wouldn't come into contact with Liao Jian. At most, they would contact him by phone. Lin Xian frowned slightly. I'm wondering if there's any way to make Liao Jian reveal information about the evil fiend temple. At the same time, he won't die because of the poison pill? Morongqing. It's difficult. This poison pill can be considered a research product of the evil fiend temple. It's not that we haven't done any research on it. It's a little difficult to crack it. Moreover, believe me, this Liao Jian definitely only has one phone number. He definitely doesn't know anything about the headquarters of the evil fiend temple in Linen City. Liao Jian's company was the headquarters of the evil fiend temple, but there was another crucial headquarters. This was the real scourge. So what should we do? Lin Xian rubbed his chin. He felt that he might be able to find that idiot Zhao Mengyue. Morongqing was also muttering to herself as she thought of a way. Naturally, she also hoped that she could wipe out the evil fiend temple in Linen City. Do you think that Liao Jian's headquarters would be useful? Of course there was, but it only treated the symptoms and not the root of the problem. If the evil fiend hall spent a little more time, they would be able to nurture another family or force to become the headquarters of Linen City. At that time, it would be even harder to find them. Lin Xian slapped his forehead and hurriedly made a phone call. Wu Yuhan's lazy voice came from the other side. Is something the matter? Lin Xian then said, the Liao Group is the Evil Fiend Hall's headquarters. But the Evil Fiend Hall has an even more powerful and important headquarters in Linen City. Tell me the location of this headquarters. Damn it! How could he have forgotten about Wu Yuhan? But why should I tell you? I've already told you about the Liao Corporation. Where even now? Lin Xian. Big sister, stop messing around. Wu Yuhan lay on the bed and swung her legs. The corner of her mouth lifted slightly. How about, you give me something, and I'll tell you. Say. I've been very lonely and empty recently. Didn't we agree before that you'll bring me to a movie tonight and get a room? If you agree, I'll tell you. Wu Yuhan said in an extremely enticing manner. Lin Xian. Big sister, are you serious? Okay, where are you? I'll go and find you. Lin Xian said. I'll wait for you at Leo Cafe. Then, Wu Yuhan hung up the phone. Lin Xian did not think that this woman was really planning to do anything. She was either scheming something or harboring evil intentions. Wu Yuhan sat on the edge of the bed with a smile on her face. Little sister, I'll let you enjoy tonight. Wu Yuhan muttered to herself. Don't court death. Another cold voice of Wu Yuhan sounded in her mind. I'm letting you enjoy tonight. Why aren't you willing? However, I'll leave the dating process to big sister. I'll leave the enjoyment process to little sister. Then, Wu Yuhan stood in front of the mirror and hummed a song as she chose her clothes. What's going on? Morongqing asked Lin Xian in confusion. I might be able to find the location of this headquarters. Wait for my news. Morongqing. You know a core member of the Evil Fiend Hall? I guess so. Morongqing. Then how did she manage to leak information about the Evil Fiend Hall to you and not die? Lin Xian did not understand either. I don't know, but she was the one who told me that this is the Evil Fiend Hall's headquarters. Lin Xian. Wu Yuhan said that an elder from the Evil Fiend Hall's fire hall liked her. Then, this elder probably opened a back door for her and did not give her the poison pill or the antidote. Or perhaps, that elder had already been killed and Wu Yuhan had found the antidote? No matter what, this girl shouldn't be dangerous. After all, she was the girl who triggered the system's mission. Then, let's not care about the Liao Group's shares for now. If they want to spend a lot of money to buy the shares in the market, let them do it. After all, when the time comes and we destroy the Liao Group, we'll get it for free. Morongqing said. Of course. Then, I'll get to work first. You can wait for my news. Morongqing nodded. After that, Lin Xian went to Hao Liu Cafe. Wu Yuhan was already there. Today, Lin Xian found that Wu Yuhan was wearing a dress, which was a rare sight. F***CK. Is this for real? This girl really did not wear a dress. Anyway, Lin Xian had known her for a long time and had never seen her in a dress. But to be honest, she was really beautiful. Moreover, she could arouse a person's desire with just a raise of her hand. If you think about it, f*ck, it would feel like you've done it twice. That was simply too exciting. You even specially dressed up? Looking at Wu Yuhan in front of him. Wu Yuhan looked at Lin Xian with her beautiful eyes. Tsk. You're going to wear this on a date with me? You're not sincere. Lin Xian touched the tip of his nose. f*ck. Did she want him to go back and change his clothes? It's the same. Don't I usually dress like this? Lin Xian coughed dryly. Sigh. You're not sincere. Wu Yuhan sighed and stirred her coffee. Big sister, then I'll pay for tonight's expenses, okay? Lin Xian rolled his eyes. f*ck. Anyway, he did not lack money. Lin Xian hated the evil fiend temple to the core. Moreover, he might be able to find information about Zhao Mingyue and Linya. Moreover, if this matter succeeds, I don't care how much money you spend tonight. I'll let the 3 major forces reimburse me. Nice. If Wu Yuhan knew Lin Xian's thoughts, she would definitely be stunned. Big brother, how much does your Art Xian group earn every day? You're still thinking about this? Wow. Do you have to be so stingy? Chapter 1270. Lin Xian was going to deduct? He was not going to deduct. f*ck. He had so many girlfriends to support in the future, and all of them were daughters of rich families. They could casually buy jewelry that cost hundreds of thousands or even millions. Would he be able to support them in the future? He would have to save more money for his wives. Okay, you can reimburse me for tonight. Let's go. Wu Yuhan stood up and so did Lin Xian. Where are we going? I'm shopping for clothes. Lin Xian. Wu Yuhan took the opportunity to grab Lin Xian's arm. Lin Xian. What was this girl trying to do? She was even holding his arm. Big sister, are you really on a date? No. Wu Yuhan was up to something. Well, let's take it one step at a time. Then the 2 of them went to the shopping mall. Wu Yuhan's figure was really top-notch. When the 2 of them walked into the mall, too many people's eyes fell on her. Aren't you cold? You're wearing a dress? Lin Xian looked at her straight and fair legs. Tsk. Top-notch. I'm cold, so I'm here to buy clothes. What do you think of this store? Wu Yuhan stopped in front of the Chanel store. Lin Xian. f*ck. If they were to buy something expensive in this store, it would easily cost hundreds of thousands, right? Also, what the f*ck are you cold for? A heavenly venerable. Sob. A small amount of money. Big sister, the clothes here don't look good, right? They're all right. Let's go. Then Wu Yuhan pulled Lin Xian in. Welcome to the Chanel store. The female salesperson smiled and said. Putting Lin Xian aside for now, Wu Yuhan's looks and temperament were things that they could definitely afford with just one look. Wu Yuhan glanced around. This, and these. Get me all of them to try. Lin Xian. Nothing. She only said to try. She did not have to buy, right? Good. The saleswoman was shocked. This guy didn't even ask anything. He just went up and said that he wanted to try the clothes soon. Wu Yuhan went to try on the clothes. Handsome, your girlfriend is really beautiful. Several female sales assistants gathered around Lin Xian. This man was not good looking, and the clothes he was wearing were worth hundreds or thousands of yuan. She did not know if he was trying to keep a low profile, or if he was being taken care of by that woman. It was probably the former, because she was such a beautiful girl with such a good temperament. If she wanted to bag someone, she could bag someone even more handsome. Yeah, it's all right. Lin Xian said awkwardly. Then he asked, how much did those items cost? It's not expensive at all. 200,000 to 300,000. Lin Xian. Ruthless. His dowry. Wu Yuhan quickly changed into a new set of clothes and walked out. How is it? Wu Yuhan smiled as she looked at Lin Xian. Lin Xian glanced at it. Beautiful, really beautiful. Perfunctory. I'm not perfunctory. You're beautiful no matter what you wear. The one you just wore was already very beautiful. I don't think there's a need to buy new clothes. Anyway, it's beautiful enough. Lin Xian's last bit of stubbornness persisted. Yeah. Then it's not beautiful enough. Let me try that one. Wu Yuhan pointed at a white coat that even those who did not know the goods would think was definitely not cheap. It was already late autumn, and the weather was indeed a little cold. Lin Xian glanced at the price. 200,000 for one? Are you sure it's not made of gold bars? Okay. The sales assistants were stunned. Quickly let Wu Yuhan try it on. Soon, Wu Yuhan walked out wearing it. Is it beautiful? Lin Xian quickly shook his head. It's really not beautiful. It doesn't suit your temperament. The sales assistants looked at Lin Xian. Wow. Is this man so stingy? Oh, okay. Let me try this one. Lin Xian glanced at it. 20,000. Not bad. Then she finished changing and walked out. How about this one? Wu Yuhan asked expectantly. It's beautiful. Lin Xian nodded repeatedly. Then she tried one after another. Lin Xian said that the cheap ones were beautiful and the expensive ones were not. Then more than half an hour passed. She had tried at least 20 items. Big sister, do you still want to try? Lin Xian was about to break down. Going out to buy things with a woman was simply a kind of great torture. Yeah, almost. Please wrap up all the items that he said were not beautiful. Thank you. Wu Yuhan smiled and said. Lin Xian. WDNMD. Bastard. Bastard. Then Wu Yuhan gave Lin Xian a sly smile. Hello, the total is 598,300. Wu Yuhan saw a small bag and took it over. Count this in. Lin Xian sighed. Not bad. Well, it should be enough to reimburse the 3 major forces, right? Hello, the total is 198,800. Lin Xian. What is this? 500,000 for a bag? Yes, this is our latest limited edition. Lin Xian handed over his card helplessly. Then, Wu Yuhan happily kept the bag in her spatial ring. What's wrong? Isn't it just 1 million? Do you need 10 seconds to get 1 million? Lin Xian. Big sister, you're exaggerating. Let's go. Where are we going? Watch a movie. Lin Xian let out a long sigh. Thank goodness. Let's go. Then the two of them went to the cinema. Wu Yuhan chose a horror movie. The two of them sat in the middle and waited for the movie to start. Once the movie started, some scary sound effects were heard. Wu Yuhan buried herself in Lin Xian's arms. I'm a little scared. Lin Xian. Wah. Big sister. What are you doing? Are you scared? Big sister, are you trying to take advantage of me? Lin Xian looked at Wu Yuhan. Wu Yuhan lifted her head and glanced at Lin Xian with a slight smile. I should be the one asking you to take advantage of me. The corner of Wu Yuhan's mouth curled up as she spoke. Lin Xian thought to himself, I don't dare to. The main thing is which sentence of this woman is true and which sentence of hers is false. You can't tell. Their relationship isn't that close, right? Isn't it normal for Lin Xian to panic? Then Lin Xian tentatively reached out and hugged her. Wu Yuhan leaned into Lin Xian's arms. You're just going to hug me like this? Aren't you going to do anything else? Wu Yuhan asked with a smile. Lin Xian. Big sister, you're going to make me panic if you keep doing this. What are you trying to do? Lin Xian wanted to cry. Nothing. I've already given myself to you. Aren't you going to take the initiative to blame me? Lin Xian coughed dryly. Forget it. Let's watch the movie. Trash. Wu Yuhan mumbled. Lin Xian. No. Don't force me. Then at least act like a man. Ugh. Then Lin Xian's big mouth pressed down. Wu Yuhan was completely stunned at first. Then, she hugged Lin Xian's neck and the two of them kissed to their heart's content. Chapter 1271. Lin Xian was shocked. He was already prepared to be kicked away by this woman, and then she didn't. Instead, she took the initiative to cater to him. F***ck. It can't be, right? This woman is for real? No. Lin Xian, you can't be aroused by lust. You have to stay calm. 10 minutes later, Wu Yuhan pushed Lin Xian away. Her face was flushed, but it wasn't obvious in this environment. and there she was, gasping for air. She was suffocating. Is this a kiss? It's nothing. Wu Yuhan then added. Lin Xian looked at the woman with a smile. Do you want something more exciting? Come on. Lin Xian whispered in her ear. Wu Yuhan. Then she shook her head. No, it's too disgusting. When your sister comes out, I'll help you. When will your sister come out? Wu Yuhan curled her lips and looked at Lin Xian. She'll come out after the shower. Let's go. Let's go. Then, the two of them left the scene. This sister, Wu Yuhan, was a pure demon. Did she like Lin Xian? Of course she might have a little. Mainly, she felt that this sister had a little. Since she had a little, she would help this sister. She would say what this sister didn't dare to say, and do what this sister didn't dare to do. Hey, are you for real? The two of them came to the hotel room. Lin Xian looked at Wu Yuhan, who had taken off her jacket, dumbfounded. Of course, what's wrong with this? Wu Yuhan curled her lips. Lin Xian was dumbfounded. He was just going along with Wu Yuhan, and wanted to see what she was up to. She had already kissed him and opened the door. Could it be that she really... Hey, I don't think you have a split personality. Your personality has changed too much, and it's not right. Lin Xian put his hand on her leg and said. Wu Yuhan felt goosebumps all over her body. This feeling was really not good. Alright, it's true. Wu Yuhan chuckled. Then what's going on? Wu Yuhan then said. Since my sister is going to be yours soon, I'll tell you. We're actually two independent souls in the same body. You can do that? To be precise, this is my younger sister's body. As for me, I am already dead. Lin Xian. Dumbfounded. He was still in a daze. Isn't it incredible? Lin Xian nodded. Many years ago, my family was destroyed by someone else, and I died as well. However, my physique happened to be special. Although my realm wasn't very high, my soul was still there. Later, my twin sister came back and found my soul. Using a special method, she accepted my soul into her body. That is what you see now. Our two souls share one body. Lin Xian. So even if I'm dead now, I'm still alive. As long as I can find a way to reconstruct my body, I can still come back to life. What do you think? Lin Xian touched the tip of his nose. This is a little too unbelievable, isn't it? It's because my sister and I are twins. Plus, I have a special physique. Anyway, this is the truth. It's up to you to believe it or not. Lin Xian. So, when I kissed you just now, I was actually kissing another Wu Yuhan. It's just that you're controlling Wu Yuhan's body. Lin Xian. Yes, the body you're playing with later is also Wu Yuhan's. And I'm Wu Yuhan's sister. Lin Xian. Oh my god. What the hell? Then forget it. I'm afraid she'll kill me. She won't. It's because this younger sister seems to have some feelings for you. It's just that as her sister, I found out and helped her say it. Lin Xian. Then forget it. I wouldn't dare. Lin Xian shook his head. I can feel that my younger sister is a little unhappy. Lin Xian. I don't believe your words. Lin Xian hurriedly shook his head. Well, if you don't do it, I won't tell you about the evil fiend temple. Lin Xian scratched his head. Big sister, don't be like this. I'm going to take a shower. Think about it. Then Wu Yuhan smiled and walked into the bathroom. Ah. He lay there and scratched his head. What the hell is going on? How scary is this? Soon Wu Yuhan walked out in a bathrobe. Have you thought about it? You don't want the benefits I gave you. Seriously. Lin Xian took a puff of his cigarette. Then he looked at her. With a tug of his hand, the bathrobe slipped off. Wu Yuhan's delicate body trembled subconsciously. F***ck. I can't take it anymore. Then Lin Xian pushed Wu Yuhan down. Just as the two of them were naked, Wu Yuhan's expression changed. Sister, I'll let you enjoy it. Wu Yuhan didn't have time to react. Suddenly, a pained expression appeared on her face. Damn it. The night passed by just like that. The next morning, Lin Xian scratched his head and opened his eyes. F***ck. He was dumbfounded. He was really. He thought that Wu Yuhan was up to something. Then it felt like a lifetime had passed. Lin Xian glanced at Wu Yuhan beside him. But to be frank, thinking back to last night, because from the beginning, she had already become his sister, Wu Yuhan. However, it was too late. Lin Xian had already done that. What else could Wu Yuhan do? It was all gone. It was all gone. Lin Xian got out of bed quietly. Then Wu Yuhan opened her eyes. Wu Yuhan's beautiful eyes looked at Lin Xian's figure. Then, she started to doubt her life. Bastard. Despicable sister. Despicable. That's right. She didn't lose to Lin Xian. Instead, she was tricked by her sister's soul in her body. Her biological sister. Her biological elder sister had caused her to lose her biological younger sister. Sigh, but what else could she do? Lin Xian heard the commotion and turned around to take a look. You're awake. Wu Yuhan's face was slightly flushed. Then she burrowed under the blanket. Lin Xian shamelessly burrowed under the blanket again. Get out. Wu Yuhan uttered coldly. Hey. You can't turn your back on me. Wu Yuhan then said coldly. It was that B***starred sister who did it. It wasn't me. Speaking of which, this chick was quite pitiful. After all, you're the one I did that to, right? I'll take responsibility. Wu Yuhan glanced at Lin Xian. No need. I'm leaving. Leave me alone for a while. Wu Yuhan said. Rip. Lin Xian flipped his hand and tore her clothes that had fallen to the ground. I'll see how you're going to leave. Wu Yuhan was speechless. Bastard. However, she still had new clothes in her spatial ring. I'm tired. I'm not going to get up. Lin Xian then hugged her. Wu Yuhan was speechless. Chapter 1272. Wu Yuhan had long known that Lin Xian was a jerk, because she had always heard about him. Who did she hear it from? Ling Ying and the rest, and even Morongyu. Actually, she did not interact much with Lin Xian. She only interacted with him occasionally during meals. Hence, there was one thing that Wu Yuhan did not understand. She knew very well that these girls were all very outstanding. But why were they scolding Lin Xian, and being so close to him at the same time? Anyway, it was only at this moment that she completely understood how much of a jerk this person was. Of course, she knew it last night. Hee. Lin Xian laughed evilly and hugged her delicate body tightly. No matter how hard Wu Yuhan struggled, she could not escape. The main thing was that Wu Yuhan could not escape now. She could crawl out and run out. Then she would be seen naked. What? She was also seen naked last night? Oh, that was not the same, okay. Night was night, day was day. She might have slowly gotten used to it last night. But what do you want to do in the morning? Oh my god, how could that be possible? Let go of me. Wu Yuhan did not dare to struggle too much. No, I won't let go. Lin Xian laughed evilly and leaned his face against her body. Smells good. Wu Yuhan. Damn it. Damn sister. That's right. She was not angry at Lin Xian, but at her sister. Damn it. It was fine if you wanted to trick your sister. But how could you ruin her sister's body? Lin Xian thought that the cold Wu Yuhan was really cute when she was shy. Han Chuxue was like that too. As for Xiao Xingyue, it had not reached that stage yet. Let's talk about it later. Morongyu. That was true. Little girl, just give in to me. Lin Xian rubbed against her shoulder again. Slip. Let go of me, don't move. Wu Yuhan wanted to cry. She really wanted to cry. She had never encountered such a ridiculous thing in her life. She had lost her virginity, and was shamelessly taken advantage of by a bastard. Hee. Lin Xian smirked and grabbed a certain part of her body. Wu Yuhan was speechless. Don't move or I'll bruise it. Lin Xian threatened. Wu Yuhan was speechless. She bit her red lips. You let go of me. Her face was red all the way to her ears, and even her neck was red. Lin Xian sighed inwardly. This Wu Yuhan was really something else. Lin Xian threatened her, and told her not to move. Otherwise he would crush it. Then she really didn't dare to move. She just put her hand on Lin Xian's hand, and slightly controlled Lin Xian's hand. Hee, will you be my girlfriend? Lin Xian smirked. No. Wu Yuhan bit her red lips, and turned her face to the other side. Lin Xian increased his strength. Wu Yuhan gritted her teeth. Will you be my girlfriend? No. She gritted her teeth and said angrily. Lin Xian increased his strength. It hurts. Wu Yuhan grabbed Lin Xian's hand. Will you be my girlfriend? Wu Yuhan finally managed to pull Lin Xian's hand off. Then Lin Xian's other hand was on another one. Wu Yuhan was speechless. She was going crazy. She was really going crazy. To be honest, she couldn't stand it. However, everything that happened last night made her understand one thing. Just this alone didn't seem like much. But no matter what, she still couldn't stand it. You already have so many girlfriends. Why do you still want me to be your girlfriend? Wu Yuhan quickly pulled Lin Xian's other hand off. With her back facing Lin Xian, her voice was slightly trembling. Lin Xian was speechless. To be honest, whenever a girl asked this question, Lin Xian would feel awkward and helpless. Ahem, because I have to be responsible for you. No need. Wu Yuhan said. No need. Don't tell me you want to find another man? No, I can't accept that. I have to be responsible for you. Lin Xian hugged her from behind. Wu Yuhan was speechless. I didn't say I wanted to find another boyfriend. Can't I not find one? That won't do. Don't you want to carry on the family line? No. Wu Yuhan gritted her teeth. I heard from your sister that something happened in your family? Wu Yuhan nodded. Then what do you want your parents who have already left to think? Don't find a partner and carry on the family line. You have to carry on the family line obediently. Do you hear me? Wu Yuhan was speechless. He said it so righteously. Didn't he just want to see through her? I'll give you 3 seconds to agree. Otherwise, I'll take action. Why are you moving? Before Wu Yuhan could finish her sentence, Lin Xian rubbed against her. Wu Yuhan was speechless. Don't be like this. I don't care. It's so early in the morning. Can you understand how intense a man can be? Wu Yuhan gritted her teeth. She wanted to run. But how could she run? Phew, she took a deep breath in fear. I agree. Then, she gritted her teeth and said this sentence helplessly. Lin Xian's eyes lit up. Really? Yes. Wu Yuhan nodded with her back facing Lin Xian. Ding. Congratulations on completing the mission. Successful confession. Wu Yuhan. Mission reward. Dark force will be released. Lin Xian roughly knew what Wu Yuhan's mission reward meant. This dark force was a kind of dark attribute energy. It was similar to the skill of the spiritual weapon Wan Xia. The general meaning was that it could break through defenses. For example, if Lin Xian released this dark force, even if he was a 6 stars heavenly venerable, this dark force could break through the defenses of an advanced great virtual stage without any enhancement. In short, if used well, it could catch people off guard. They might even regret it for the rest of their lives and die a wrong death. Lin Xian liked this dark force very much. Now that he had received this reward, it meant that he could use any energy, such as thunder attribute martial arts, on this dark force. It might not increase the strength of the energy. Simply put, this was the effect of armor penetration. This thing was not the same as the dark attribute. It could not only be used with the dark attribute. They were 2 completely different concepts. As for the dark attribute, alright, Lin Xian was also very helpless. Yiren Bing was pregnant with his baby. The baby was about to come out, but she still did not agree to be Lin Xian's woman. Just how arrogant was this demon god, hee. Lin Xian then laughed evilly and hugged Wu Yuhan. Why are you still touching me? Wu Yuhan's delicate body trembled. Why can't I touch you? You're my girlfriend now. Can't I touch you? Does that make sense? Wu Yuhan was speechless. Damn it. I've been tricked. Damn it. Chapter 1273. After that, Wu Yuhan found a chance to sneak in and take a shower. She felt wronged. She lost her virginity for no reason, and then became Lin Xian's girlfriend. She was a very traditional woman. She was so traditional that she felt that if she had a boyfriend in the future, she might get to know him and date him for more than half a year before she could get close to him. But now she didn't feel good at all. Moreover, it was so painful. Didn't this man know how to be gentle with women? Hey. Sister, are you unhappy? Her sister's voice sounded in her mind. Shut up. Wu Yuhan gritted her teeth. Forget it then. Sister will do it. Let sister enjoy it, okay? Get lost. Wu Yuhan scolded coldly. Sister hasn't enjoyed it before. Let sister have a taste. Get lost. Wu Yuhan took a deep breath, then put on the clothes in the spatial ring and walked out. Lin Xian was lying on the bed and having a video call with Zhao Yunqi and the rest. Ha ha ha, I'm under the blanket. Lin Xian laughed. Is this your blanket? Lu Yufan leaned in front of the phone and asked curiously. Oh, I just bought it. Lin Xian said with a smile. Wu Yuhan stood there motionless, afraid that she would cause any commotion. Despicable scumbag. Why was she so pitiful? Is it a pure white blanket? No, this looks like a hotel blanket. Lu Yufan hit the nail on the head. Lin Xian, Anaxian, Yi, Zhao Yunqi and Miao Xiaomiao all came over. Anaxian pouted her lips. This was a hotel blanket. The material of this hotel's quilt was different at first glance. Infuriating. So infuriating. Previously, he said that he would confess to her if he helped her win 10 Golden Melody Awards. But he hadn't done so until now. And now this jerk was still in the hotel. That was right. She had also accepted the fact that Lin Xian was a playboy. After all, Lin Xian had so many beautiful girls by his side. Since she admired and liked him, she was prepared for this. In this world, apart from some specific rules, as long as a man had the ability, he could indeed have 3 wives and 4 concubines. After all, this was a world of martial arts. An Xian believed that Lin Xian was indeed outstanding enough, and would definitely be able to reach a very high level in the future. But didn't you confess? Lin Xian also felt helpless. The last time he had asked her out for a meal, he had planned to confess to her. Then this silly girl brought Lu Yufan and Yi. How was Lin Xian going to confess to her? Towards the end, he didn't have the time, so he didn't have the chance to confess. But on the phone? To be honest, Lin Xian was worried that he would fail if he confessed to Lin Xian over the phone. Lin Xian coughed dryly. Ahem, that's right. It's a hotel blanket. Wow, you still said in the hotel that you're at home. There must be a young lady, Lu Yufan said angrily. However, they were all used to it. Aya, I'm not afraid that you'll misunderstand. There's no young lady. There's really no young lady, Lin Xian said. If you don't believe me, let us see the bed and the surroundings. Lin Xian winked at Wu Yuhan, and then Wu Yuhan flashed to a corner. Let's see. Lin Xian then slowly showed them. Bathroom. Okay. Lin Xian didn't know whether to laugh or cry as he showed them the bathroom. Someone just took a shower? Lin Xian coughed dryly. Me. Who said so? Your hair isn't even wet. Hey, can I blow dry it? Nonsense. Your hair is messy. You haven't washed it. Lu Yufan pouted. Lin Xian. Wow. Women, this is women. They're all demons. Miao Xiaomiao's cute little nose wrinkled slightly. You don't need to wash your hair when you take a shower, right? Lin Xian then said. You're a young lady having sex. Goodbye. Then they turned off the video chat. Lin Xian touched the tip of his nose. The situation didn't look good. But it should be fine. I'm so angry. Lu Yufan pouted. That's not necessarily true. Yi said. Let's ignore him. He's so annoying. Let's go out and play. Okay. Then the group of girls left. Lin Xian then looked at Wu Yuhan helplessly. Scumbag. Wu Yuhan gritted her teeth. It seemed that Lin Xian had more girls around him than she thought. Not only Ling Ying and the rest, but there were also girls she didn't know. Scumbag. Damn scumbag. What's wrong? Why are you looking at me with such resentment? Lin Xian smiled and looked at Wu Yuhan. No. Wu Yuhan shook her head and then said, I'm leaving. Where are you going? Wu Yuhan hesitated. Right, where are you going? To kill some monsters. Then tell me where the evil fiend temple's base is. Wu Yuhan then said, at the Gold Mysterious Palace. With that, Wu Yuhan disappeared. She couldn't be bothered with this scumbag. Lin Xian touched the tip of his nose. The Gold Mysterious Palace? He knew a little about the Gold Mysterious Palace. It was a club under the Liao Group. To outsiders, It was a place to sing, have fun, drink, and massage. To outsiders, it was a place to trade drugs. So that place was where the evil fiend temples, celestial venerables, and even great virtual realm experts were? That was normal. For example, the gold mysterious palace had 5 floors. To outsiders, the 5th floor was for VIP. But the so-called VIP was actually a place that only those from the evil fiend temple could go to. Only Liao Jian knew about this. Lin Xian might have guessed that Liao Jian only had one contact. But he knew that the gold mysterious palace was their base. Even if he died, he couldn't say it because he would die if he said it. The people from the evil fiend temple are really something. Lin Xian then took out his phone and called Morong Qing. Hello. They're at the gold mysterious palace. Morong Qing pondered for a moment. Did Lin Xian really get the information? Come over first. We'll discuss the specific plan and make sure nothing goes wrong before we take action. Lin Xian nodded and then went to the art pavilion group. Luo Chenxi happened to meet Lin Xian when she was having breakfast. Morning. Lin Xian smiled and greeted her. Luo Chenxi. Damn it, you want to peek at me so early in the morning? Lin Xian. Usually, Lin Xian would peek at her every time he came, so she subconsciously thought that this bastard was here for something. Cough cough. Lin Xian was embarrassed to death. No, it's really not. Luo Chenxi sighed in relief. I'm going to work, goodbye. She quickly walked away and locked the office door. Of course, she knew that it was useless to lock the door. Lin Xian shrugged and went to Morong Qing's place. Next was the important operation. Lin Xian was bound to eradicate the evil fiend temple, so now it was time to see how to proceed. Chapter 1274. Morong Qing was in the office, looking up some things in the company, while paying attention to the evil fiend temple. When Lin Xian came in, her eyes fell on Lin Xian. How is it? Morong Qing asked. Lin Xian nodded. I have a rough idea. It should be on the 5th floor of the Jinxian Palace. Morong Qing pondered slightly. Jinxian Palace. What's your plan? I don't know. The main thing is that I don't know the situation in the Jinxian Palace. Morong Qing stood up, put on her coat and said, Let's go and see the situation there first. Okay. Lin Xian then stretched out his arm to her. Morong Qing roughly understood what he meant. Let's wait until we reach the door. I don't want to be judged by the company. Morong Qing rolled her eyes and said, TSK, those people in the company are probably talking about our relationship. If they say one, I will fire one if I catch them. Morong Qing said, Just admit it. Admit my ass. Get lost. Morong Qing then pinched the soft flesh on Lin Xian's waist. Hiss. Lin Xian found that he was not afraid of those strong people's attacks, but he was afraid of this girl's move. Pinching the soft flesh on his waist, then twisting, then turning, it was simply, let's go. The two then walked out of the office and happened to meet Luo Chenxi, who came out. Miss Luo, I'm going out with Lin Xian to do some business. Morong Qing said to Luo Chenxi. Okay, go ahead. Then Luo Chenxi looked at the two's back. Are you tired of this office and ready to go to the hotel? Bastard. Luo Chenxi cursed secretly. Lin Xian and Morong Qing came to the Jinxian Palace. Of course, Lin Xian and Morong Qing disguised themselves a little. After all, it was normal for people to recognize them. There weren't many guests in the Jinxian Palace during the day. After all, many people knew what this place was for. Generally speaking, there were only normal customers during the day. After getting out of the car, Morong Qing held on to Lin Xian's arm. It was comfortable. Welcome to the mysterious gold palace. A few pretty girls at the door bowed respectfully. Well, it's my first time here. What's so fun about it? Lin Xian asked. Sir, are you here with your girlfriend? If you come with your girlfriend, you can go to the bar on the 2nd floor. It's still quite lively there. Thanks. Lin Xian and Morong Qing then walked up to the 2nd floor of the bar. This bar was light during the day, but there were quite a lot of people, good and bad mixed together. There are many drug addicts here. Morong Qing glanced at it. This place is basically filled with drug addicts. Lin Xian then saw a few people shaking crazily. To be honest, the scene was a little chaotic. The two then ordered a glass of wine and sat there. What do you plan to do? Morongqing asked. I heard that the 5th floor is the VIP area. Under normal circumstances, it's impossible for us to go to the 5th floor. The 5th floor is probably filled with some experts from the Evil Fiend Hall. The waiters on this floor are probably also from the Evil Fiend Hall. Lin Xian's eye of spiritual insight scanned the place. These people's realms weren't weak. The lowest was the domain realm. After all, this was the headquarters of the Evil Fiend Hall. What should we do? Morongqing pondered slightly. Cause some trouble. Lin Xian's mouth curled up. Morongqing glanced at Lin Xian. Understood. Then, she took off her jacket and pulled her clothes up, revealing her snow-white shoulders. Gulp. Lin Xian swallowed a mouthful of saliva. To be honest, he had been lusting after Morongqing for a long time. Sure enough, Morongqing was beautiful to begin with. With a little exposure, a few people came over. Lin Xian glanced at them. The leader was a half-naked man covered in tattoos. His realm wasn't low. He actually had the strength of the law realm. He shouldn't be a member of the Evil Fiend Hall. A law realm expert might not be able to come to the headquarters of the Evil Fiend Hall. Moreover, this was the headquarters of the Evil Fiend Hall. How could someone from the Evil Fiend Hall cause trouble? Sister, why don't you have a drink with me? The burly man looked at Morongqing with a smile. The people beside him couldn't help but laugh. Morongqing then glanced at him flirtatiously. Drink and go to bed? Morongqing asked with a smile. The burly man's eyes lit up. F***ck. Great. Go on. Let me accompany you. Also, the other brothers beside me are fine too. The burly man was excited. Such a beautiful girl. His harvest today was not small. Oh, but I can't. My boyfriend definitely won't agree. Morongqing then glanced at Lin Xian. Boy scram, understand? Then, the burly man looked at Lin Xian and said coldly, F***ck. Lin Xian cursed. The burly man was stunned for a moment. You're F***king courting death. Boom. Then, he slammed the table angrily, and the entire table shattered. He erupted with the power of the law realm. He didn't really want to fight Lin Xian. He just wanted to intimidate him. Immediately, everyone's eyes turned to this side. The bartenders and waiters frowned subconsciously. F***ck. Lin Xian cursed again. F***ck. The burly man gritted his teeth and looked at Lin Xian. Then, he condensed his power and directly blasted it at Lin Xian. Boom! Lin Xian's lightning flashed. He only erupted with the power of the domain realm and directly sent the burly man flying, smashing countless tables and glass. F***ck. Lin Xian then rushed over and sent the few underlings beside him flying. The others scattered and fled. F***ck. Lin Xian then kicked the burly man's body here and there. Sir. A waiter walked up behind Lin Xian. Lin Xian glanced at him. Sir, please don't fight in the Gold Mystic Palace. If you have a grudge, you can fight outside. Lin Xian glanced at him, and then pretended to be angry. F***ck. Didn't you see that he provoked me first? Sir, no matter who provoked who, I hope you won't fight again. Slap. Lin Xian slapped him backhandedly and sent him flying. Anyway, this person was a member of the Evil Fiend Temple. Lin Xian didn't have any psychological burden at all. F***ck. If others provoke me, I'll beat them up. King meddling in other people's business. In an instant, the bartenders subconsciously clenched their fists, but because of hesitation, they didn't show their strength. F***ck. Lin Xian then walked to the bartender's side and stomped on his body. Puff. The bartender spat out a mouthful of blood. Crack, crack, crack. He gritted his teeth and clenched his fists tightly. He was a domain realm expert, but he was beaten up like this. If it weren't for the Evil Fiend Temple's rules, he would have attacked long ago. But now that the person was still kicking him, he really couldn't take it anymore. F***ck. You're courting death. Boom. A burst of flames erupted from the bartender's body and rushed toward Lin Xian. Chapter 1275. Morongqing watched Lin Xian's performance with interest. Sure enough, he used to be a hedonistic young master. This hedonistic young master is really good at acting. Morongqing's mouth slightly hooked up. F*ck. You still dare to attack? Lin Xian directly sent him flying. At this moment, on the 5th floor of the Gold Xian Palace, a person was watching this scene. What's going on? Someone actually dares to attack in the Gold Xian Palace? What's going on? At this moment, a woman wearing a waiter's uniform ran up. Brother Jean, someone is looking for this person. After they started fighting, a Jie tried to stop them, but he was beaten up by that person. Are you sure someone else is looking for this person first? The man pointed at Lin Xian, who was beating up a Jie. Yes, I saw it with my own eyes. He was flirting with this person's girlfriend. Xiao Zhan frowned. Which family's young master is this? Let's go. At this moment, a few old men came out of the room. What's going on? 6th elder, someone is looking for trouble. I'll go settle it now. Xiao Zhan hurriedly saluted. Unsettle it. Then they walked down. A Jie was already beaten up badly by Lin Xian. The few people beside him all clenched their fists, but no one made a move. F*ck your mother. Dare to provoke this young master? In this Linen city, no one dares to provoke this young master. What a blind guy. Lin Xian cursed angrily. He. At this moment, Xiao Zhan walked over with a smile. Brother, why are you so angry? It's my fault that my employee provoked you. Xiao Zhan handed a cigarette to Lin Xian. Lin Xian glanced at that person. 1-star Sky Sovereign. You're the boss here? Lin Xian took the cigarette, and Xiao Zhan lit it for him. And I'm Xiao Zhan. Brother, you are? Lin Jibang. Lin Xian said. So it's young Master Lin. Nice to meet you. Then, Xiao Zhan winked at several people beside him. They hurriedly took a Jie away and secretly disposed of him. Young Master Lin, my subordinate failed to recognize Mount Tai, and caused young Master Lin to be unhappy. I will apologize for this matter. You don't have to compensate for the broken things here. Also, here is a bottle of good red wine. Consider it my apology to young Master Lin. Lin Xian took the red wine. Is this Gold Xian Palace full of trash? Is there a VIP place? I don't lack money. I want to go to a place with my girlfriend with high standards. Is the 3rd floor or the 4th floor VIP? Lin Xian asked. Young Master Lin. The VIP seats here were reserved many years ago. I don't add any more VIP seats to the public now. Xiao Zhan smiled and said. Do you think I lack money? Just tell me how much it is. Lin Xian glared at Xiao Zhan. Young Master Lin, it's not that I don't want to give you a VIP seat. It's just that the rules don't sell VIP seats to the public. I really can't help you. If young Master Lin wants to go to a quieter place, you can go to the 3rd or 4th floor. Lin Xian then said. I just saw a 5th floor outside. It's quite big. Only VIP can go there? Yes, only VIP can go there. Then I want to go to the 5th floor now. Will you give it to me? Lin Xian pretended to be a spoiled brat, and looked down on everyone as he spoke. Young Master Lin, it's really the rules. F*ck. Then it seems like you can't say anything. Call someone who can say something. Hurry up. Don't force me to do it. There are still places in Lin City that I can't go to. Lin Xian then cursed. Young Master Lin, I am the boss here. F*ck off boss? Then I can't go to the 5th floor with just a word from you. Don't dawdle here. Call your real boss here. Don't force me to do it. Lin Xian then cursed. Young Master Lin, I am the boss. Lin Xian then threw a backhand slap at him, but Xiao Zhan dodged it. Young Master Lin, it's not good to be so aggressive, right? Xiao Zhan asked coldly. Lin Xian was deliberately looking for trouble. He didn't care if Xiao Zhan was good or not. You don't want to call me that? Then you're forcing me. At this time an old man came down with a smile. Little brother, why do you have to be like this? There's nothing fun on the 5th floor. Since you want to go to the 5th floor, why can't you? The old man came over with a smile. Now I can do it again? Lin Xian smoked a cigarette fiercely. After all, if you continue to cause trouble, It won't be good for our gold Xian palace, right? Your gold Xian palace is really unkind. First you said you can't go to the 5th floor, and now you say you can. How interesting. Lin Xian shrugged his shoulders. This old man was a 9-star heavenly venerable. There was no big problem. Lin Xian was a 6-star heavenly venerable and could kill him easily. However, I have to say this first. There's nothing fun on the 5th floor. The old man said. I don't care if it's fun or not. I just can't take this lying down. Let's go. Lin Xian then hugged Morongqing and walked to the 5th floor together. 6th elder, do you want to? Xiao Zhan made a throat-slitting gesture. This 6th elder was only the 6th elder of the evil god hall in Linen City. He was not the 6th elder of the evil god fire hall. No need. Don't cause trouble. Yes. Lin Xian hugged Morongqing and went to the 5th floor. The old man followed behind Lin Xian. Old man, why are the rooms on the 5th floor closed? Where's the fun? Hee hee, young Master Lin. Didn't this old man say that there's nothing fun on the 5th floor? What's in the rooms? The rooms are for VIP guests. Basically, you can stay in the hotel for a long time. However, you can call for all kinds of services at any time and place. The facilities in the rooms are also relatively complete. The old man said. Then give this young master a room for a long time. Hee hee hee, young Master Lin. I don't have any spare rooms here. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told young Master Lin that I won't be adding VIP rooms now, right? The old man said with a smile. Lin Xian nodded slightly. He and Morongqing were observing the layout of the 5th floor. How many rooms were there? Most of the people here were experts. Each room was occupied by one person. The number of rooms meant the number of heavenly venerables or absolute virtual experts. This was their purpose for coming here and looking for trouble. And it's also this young master's fault. Now that I've come up and taken a look, I'll probably understand. Then, this young master will apologize to you. Lin Xian said. Ha ha ha, it's fine, it's fine. Young Master Lin can continue to play downstairs. No need. It's boring. I'll come back at night. Lin Xian then left with Morongqing in his arms. 6th elder. Are we really not going to deal with him? The 6th elder said. He's just a hedonistic young master with some power. There's no need to cause trouble. Understood. On the other hand, Lin Xian and Morongqing came to a coffee shop to discuss. Chapter 1276. Morongqing stirred her coffee and asked Lin Xian. What do you think? There are about 30 rooms on the 5th floor. In other words, the Evil Fiend Hall has at least 30 heavenly venerables or absolute virtual realm experts. Morongqing nodded. Yes, the entire Evil Fiend Hall, including those below, probably has no less than 100 people. There are about 30 heavenly venerables or above, and there are nearly 100 domain realm cultivators. Those staff members should be members of the Evil Fiend Hall. But it might not be easy to take action. There are too many people. If we want to launch a sudden attack, we need at least a dozen heavenly venerables and absolute virtual realm experts. This is not difficult to take out. But it would be too abnormal if such a large number of people were to enter the gold mysterious palace. As for the heavenly Tao, I can't take it out. Morongqing said. This matter was best left to the 3 major forces. This matter needed to be known by the 3 major forces. Otherwise, Lin Xian would have Ling Longshui come over and deal with it easily. Lin Xian also wanted to know about Linya, or Zhao Mingyue. But how could he get information about them? Ask. How could he get information from them? Hey, when the time comes, ask your friend to help. Seal the space. I'll look for the experts from the 3 major forces. Morongqing looked at Lin Xian. Lin Xian nodded. No problem, but there will be a lot of people here to play. Leave it to me. Find an opportunity to take action. Do you have anything else you want to tell me? Lin Xian shook his head no. When he was on the 5th floor, Lin Xian used his Eye of Cave Spirit to roughly scan the room. There was an aura in every room. Furthermore, they were all older auras. They should all be old men. There were no girls. That's right. Lin Xian's Eye of Cave Spirit could even see the figures of the people inside through the walls. None of them had the slender figures of a girl, So Zhao Mengyue, Linya, and the others weren't here. Murong Qing went there purely to find out about the number of experts in the gold mysterious palace. Then let's move. Before they got off work in the afternoon, the elites from the three forces led their men and charged into the Liao Corporation's building. Seal it. Don't let any of them escape. Yes. The entire Liao family's building was tightly sealed off, and there were also space and time martial artists guarding it. No matter how they ran, there was absolutely no way they could escape. What happened? Liao Jian hurriedly walked down from upstairs and saw that his group of people were all under control. In the next instant he was also controlled by a powerhouse. What is the meaning of this? Did we do something wrong? You should have a reason to arrest him. Liao Jian gritted his teeth and said. Then Qin Feng walked over and put down the recording pen. It was Liao Jian's voice on the phone. Liao Jian's brows were tightly knitted together, and his face was gradually crumbling. Mr. Liao, is there anything else you want to explain? What's wrong with me mentioning the evil god's temple on the phone? Is this enough to convict me? Then we can't say the words Evil Fiend Hall. Right? Liao Jian gritted his teeth. Captain, I found it. A powerhouse walked out with a token in his hand. Qin Feng's eyes lit up as he looked at Liao Jian. When Liao Jian saw the token, he was dumbfounded. This token was hidden in a small compartment in the wall of his office. How could it be found? Of course, Lin Xian had only asked them to come over and try. Lin Xian had told them that there was a small compartment in the wall, but they did not know what was inside. Qin Feng had also instructed them to look for it, and sure enough, it was a token. Mr. Liao, what is there to explain? Liao Jian clenched his fists. Motherf asterisk Ker. Lin Xian. Motherf asterisk Ker. He understood now. This was definitely Lin Xian's doing. Motherf asterisk Ker. This was the recording of his phone call. And at that time, Lin Xian and Murong Qing had just left. It was them. Take them away. I will bring your family to accompany you in a while. Qin Feng said coldly, and then looked at the token in his hand. This Lin Xian had done another earth-shattering thing. At the same time, on the other side, Lin Xian and Linglong Shui were sitting in a coffee shop next to the Gold Palace. Xiao Linglong, it's about time to make a move. Okay. Linglong Shui nodded and directly sealed the space. On the other hand, the experts on the 5th floor of the Gold Xian Palace suddenly felt a terrifying evil energy sealing the space. They were all shocked. Then dozens of heavenly venerables and great virtual stage powerhouses who had been hiding in the surroundings rushed over. Some of them rushed into the Gold Palace, while others stepped on the void and waited for the 5th floor to break through the window. Then a great battle broke out inside. Boom. Boom. Linglong Shui's thoughts moved slightly, and one by one, the figures inside the Gold Palace disappeared and appeared outside. That's right. Previously, Lin Xian had disguised himself and went in. Borrowing the powerful strength of his Eye of Cave Spirit, he had secretly released a wisp of spatial aura on the bodies of those who were of low cultivation realms or ordinary people. Linglong Shui's perception of space was extremely terrifying, and she had sent all of them out in an instant. The battle was about to start. Is your sister not here? Linglong Shui asked. Lin Xian shook his head. No, basically all of them are men. Even the woman from the Evil Fiend Temple is not here. However, the Evil Fiend Temple's allocation in a city is probably the same as the Gold Palace's allocation. Even if some of them are not here, it's not too far off. At least, the Evil Fiend Temple will not be able to expand in Linen City. Well, it's a good deed. Linglong Shui nodded. In the distance, a woman stood and watched the terrifying battle in the Gold Palace with her brows tightly knitted. The Evil Fiend Temple was discovered. How was this possible? Who was the one who exposed it? At the same time, Linglong Shui looked over. That woman felt a sense of danger subconsciously, and then her figure disappeared. Linen City's delicate figure suddenly crashed into an invisible wall. Space lock. The woman's pupils shrank. Run? You want to run again? Lin Xian's voice sounded. Then Lin Xian and Linglong Shui appeared. What is the meaning of this? The woman's brows furrowed as she looked at the two of them. Lin Xian looked at Linglong Shui and asked, Is it her? Ling Longshui nodded. I've seen her before. I remember the smell. It's her. Lin Xian then smiled at the woman. Long time no see. The last time you tried to kill me at Tianhua Academy, my wife spared your life. This time you won't be so lucky. I don't know what you're talking about. The woman said. Stop pretending. Where is Zhao Mingyue? I don't believe you don't know. Lin Xian asked coldly. Chapter 1277. This woman was the boss of the evil fiend shrine in Linan City. This was what Wu Yuhan said. Previously, she seemed to be the boss of the evil fiend shrine in Tianhua City. As for this woman's strength previously, she was in the Empyrean realm. But now, Lin Xian could no longer see through her. In other words, she was at least 5 stars higher than him. She was already in the great virtual realm. She was quite a powerful person. To be able to reach the great virtual realm in such a short time, she was definitely not bad. The woman frowned as she looked at the 2 people in front of her. They could be considered to have some interactions. How should she put it? She was definitely not afraid of Lin Xian. But the woman beside Lin Xian was the most terrifying. Moreover, her spatial power was unparalleled. As long as she was here, as long as she could not beat her, she would not be able to escape. Therefore, there were 2 paths in front of her. She could either submit or die. She would not try to struggle because she knew that she did not have the ability to do so. Zhao Mingyue, is it? She was indeed a member of the evil fiend shrine before. But there was no news of her some time ago. I don't know if she's dead or what. That's all I know. The woman looked at Lin Xian and said. She chose to submit. Isn't that bullshit? What's the difference between saying that and not saying anything? Lin Xian said unhappily. But I really don't know. The woman was helpless. She really didn't know. The evil fiend shrine doesn't restrict the freedom of the members. How would we know where they go? With the existence of the poisonous pill, we can give the members of the evil fiend shrine their freedom. This is also the reason why the evil fiend shrine is growing stronger and stronger. The woman continued. F***ck your mother. Young Master Lin. Although I'm from the evil shrine and you're from the righteous sect, there's no need for us to work together. You and I did have a relationship before, but the evil shrine has never attacked you again. I hope you can let me go this time. The woman looked at Lin Xian and said, Let you go? Why would I let you go? Let you continue to kill, right? Lin Xian stared at her and said, We just made different choices. The evil fiend shrine in Linan City has been destroyed by you. I promise you that I will never enter Linan City again. The woman looked at Lin Xian and said. Ling Longshui glanced at Lin Xian and asked, Did you kill him? Lin Xian looked at the woman and said, Let you escape? Since you are the boss of the evil fiend hall in Linan City, you must know a lot of information about the evil fiend hall. It's useless. I've also taken the poison pill. Young Master Lin won't be able to get any information from me. The woman said coldly. That's not up to you. Xiao Linglong, seal her cultivation. In the next moment, Ling Longshui disappeared on the spot without any warning. Bang, bang, bang. In front of Ling Longshui, the Great Void Stage cultivator did not even have the chance to circulate her own spiritual energy. Then, she realized that she could not summon any spiritual energy at all. What were they trying to do? To be honest, she was extremely flustered at this moment. When a cultivator with a high cultivation suddenly had no cultivation, how could she not panic? Lin Xian walked in front of the woman and reached out to take off her veil. The woman frowned. She did not dodge because she knew that it was useless to do anything in this situation. Whoa! Lin Xian could not help but let out a whoa when he saw her appearance. This woman was very beautiful. Originally, Lin Xian was wondering if this woman's face was very ugly or something like that. She wore a veil every day to disguise herself, but he did not expect her to be so beautiful. She gave off the feeling of an older sister. Lin Xian then smiled and pinched her chin. So beautiful. Then tell me, now that you have no cultivation, can I do whatever I want to you? Ling Longshui did not care. What this Lin Xian did had nothing to do with her. As long as she did her job well, Linglong Shui felt that there was no problem. Even if this Lin Xian saw that this woman was very beautiful and wanted to have sex with her, Linglong Shui would not stop him. After all, he was indeed lustful. And this woman was indeed in a state where Lin Xian could do whatever he wanted to her. Eh? The woman laughed disdainfully. The hell? Lin Xian laughed. Rip. In the next instant, her clothes were torn apart by Lin Xian. At this moment, the woman revealed a panicked expression. Ha! Continue ha! Rip, rip. For someone whose cultivation had been sealed, she only had combat ability but no strength. Under Lin Xian's power, how could she resist? In a short period of time, Lin Xian had completely torn her body to shreds. The woman sat on the ground and hurriedly used the torn cloth to cover the most important parts of her body. She looked at Lin Xian with anger and fear in her eyes. Linglong Shui frowned slightly and walked to Lin Xian's side. Isn't this a little too much? After all, she was a woman. Even if he killed her, she felt that this was not necessary. Lin Xian then said, Xiao Linglong, don't remove the spatial barrier. Leave her here for 2 days. I don't believe that she won't be surrounded by tens of thousands of people in 2 days. Oh. Linglong Shui nodded. Let's go. Lin Xian turned around. Wait. The woman gritted her teeth. To be honest, she did not care if she died. But she could not imagine the consequences. Even if she committed suicide, she knew that her corpse would be desecrated by a group of people. Lin Xian's lips curved slightly. Oh, did you remember something? The woman gritted her teeth. Give me the clothes, and I'll tell you what I know about Zhao Mengyue. Are you qualified to negotiate with me? Then I won't say anything. If you don't want to say anything, then don't say anything. Who forced you to say anything? Let's go. Then Lin Xian and Linglong Shui wanted to leave. The woman gritted her teeth. I'll say it. Hurry up and say it. Zhao Mengyue went to find the power of the 12 demon gods. Most of the members of the evil fiend shrine in Lin and city are already under her control. She and I want to take control of the evil fiend shrine step by step. Lin Xian. This woman was very ambitious, and the beautiful woman beside her was also very ambitious. Lin Xian turned around and looked at her. I know this. Where is she? I don't know. You don't know? Lin Xian laughed. You are the boss of the evil fiend shrine in Lin City. She is your subordinate, and you work for her? The woman clenched her fists. She obtained the seal of the 12 demon gods. I am in a cooperative relationship with her, and she has inherited the power of the demon gods. She is not weaker than me. What about my sister? Your sister is fine. She followed Zhao Mengyue the whole time, and she has inherited the power of the ice demon. The woman said. Then can you contact Zhao Mengyue? The woman shook her head. No. You are so F***ing useless. Why would I keep you? The woman looked up at Lin Xian. Then can you let me go? Let you go? That's impossible. The corner of Lin Xian's mouth curled up slightly. She was from the evil fiend shrine, and she was in a cooperative relationship with Zhao Mengyue. How could Lin Xian let her go? You're tuning in to the Earbook Haven YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to catch the most captivating stories.